Video Game Podcast.
Ah, yes. Whether it's a beer, a shot, or even a glass of wine, grab your favorite beverage as always, and welcome to your favorite live interactive video game podcast. That's right, it's a Level 857 video game podcast with your host, starting with me, LG857.
The 23rd Stallion.
Stikz.
Turbo 857.
And your boy Big Choc. What up?
And the special guest we're having on the podcast tonight hails from an indie dev studio on the cusp of releasing its first retail project, an indie action platformer co-op team-based game based on the 80s and 90s arcade hits. And there's an awesome demo that you can get right now, download on Steam. Please put your hands together and welcome for the very first time one half of the game development brother duo of PAL Pixel Games, creator of Abathor, Javier Garay.
Welcome.
What a welcome. Thank you very much, guys.
Excellent.
Thank you for your welcome
No problem.
to the ring.
Yes, thank you for staying up with us. I know you're in Barcelona right now. We're going to be there later this year, I think, right?
Well, yeah, we're going to be in Barcelona.
Yeah.
Are you sure he's in Barcelona?
I don't know.
Spain, sorry.
He's in Spain. Okay, let him be in Spain.
Sorry, yeah.
You have Barcelona in your head.
I have
You think everyone's from there.
Let's say that I'm in the north of Spain.
No,
I'm more near of Barcelona than you. Yeah.
There we go.
Yes, close to Barcelona than we are. All right.
All he knows is Barcelona. That's it.
That's all I know. Madrid.
He's really just thinking of bar right now. He has his beer in his hand. He wants to
Exactly.
drink.
Sure is.
So we're starting like that.
Oh, yes.
So welcome to the show, Javier. It's good to have you on.
Yeah, welcome aboard, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially after we played that demo.
Yeah, man.
So as you know, we start the show a little different when we have a guest. So we can just start with finding out who you are, Javier. So explain to the people just who you are.
Okay. We are an indie studio called Pop Pixel Games, right? And it's made of my brother and me. And we are an absolute, complete lovers of the video games of the 80s and 90s.
Yes.
We grew up with the arcades. When we were kids, we were playing like arcades. Well, in our country, in Spain, in North Spain. Well, in all Europe, the arcades were very famous, like in US. When we were kids, we were playing like games like, I don't know, Street Fighter, Ghosts and Ghosts, Rastan, Golden Axe, Castlevania, and also video games like in Sega Genesis and in Super Nintendo. So, and we are lovers of the pixel art. We think that the pixel art is another kind of art, right? It's like little points with color that is like a craft, right? Pixel art is like a craft for us, and we think that some masterpieces of art come from video games, from the games of the 90s and the 80s that for us are handmade. We love the games of today, right? We love the AAAs and the games today. We also play it, but we love the care that pixel arts of the arcade games have. So we were developers since we were kids, and we were just making some games for fun here and there. But 2 years ago, we decided to complete the game, and that's Abathor, a game that comes from passion, for the arcades and from the 16-bit consoles.
Wow.
Yeah, we could definitely tell that when we were playing the game, because there were just like so many moments where like, oh, this reminds me of this game. Oh, this reminds me of that game. Oh, that sound reminds me of Altered Beast. Oh, that reminds me of Golden Axe. So like, we grew up with that generation of games, and we love the Genesis, we love the Super Nintendo, and playing through that, we're like, it was like a blast from the past, pretty much, and it was definitely a pleasure to play through that game, and we were highly upset when it ended.
Yeah.
We were in the middle of a boss fight, and this guy comes to the screen, and I'm like, "You asshole! I wasn't done. I'm about to kill this guy." And then the demo ended.
Very
but it was
very
good.
tough monster. That's General Kipak. Yeah, yeah. That's a very sharp commentary because. One of the things that we wanted to make when designing Abathor was not only to have a new game. This game is new with a lot of new mechanics. It's also apt to new players who don't know the arcades, right? Because you can in an arcade you have to beat the game playing through, right? You only have one play and just 1 hour of playing. You have to beat the game. But games nowadays require some hours of playing, right? Of course.
Yeah.
So this has these new things of game well, new, not new, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's an arcade who can be played by people of today, for young kids who didn't know the arcades and want to feel what we felt when we were young.
Right.
But also, apart from the new mechanics, is what you said. There's a lot, but I see. I didn't count it, but there's more than 50 references to video games, comics, movies, and series from the 80s
Oh,
That's
and
awesome.
90s.
We're
And
gonna find them
we,
all.
we have not listed them all, right? We have not write down all the references we have, but they are more than 50. And maybe because you are the one that makes that the first one that makes that comment, maybe we make some kind of play with that. Because we have so many references to other games, movies, and series that maybe we can do something with that in the future.
that's awesome.
Okay.
Like some kind of quiz or prize or something. We'll think about it.
I think we'll catch a bunch of them because we were already during the demo we were
What-
throwing out a bunch
What
of them.
what have you got? What have you caught?
I
What have you caught? You have caught Rastan. You have caught
Altered
Golden
Beast.
Axe,
Altered
right?
Beast, I caught.
Altered Beast, Golden Axe,
Alter Beast, yeah.
Castlevania.
Castlevania.
Castlevania, yeah.
Yeah, that you already said Rastan.
Rastan.
Yeah,
Already
Rastan was said.
Did we say
Rastan.
Gauntlet?
Gauntlet,
There was some
definitely
Gauntlet
Gauntlet.
too.
Yeah, definitely
I
Gauntlet.
feel a gauntlet-ish. Yeah, there's gauntlet.
Obviously
Yeah.
not overhead, but the characters and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
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 The platforms is like
You also-
Mario.
The what? The platform is like
Platforming is similar to
similar
Mario.
Mario.
Yeah.
Mario platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah,
map.
nice.
Yeah.
Kadash. No.
Kadash.
So you're truly fans of this game, right?
Actually, Kadash. Yeah,
You got a
Kadash.
lot.
Yeah, we played
I mean, we
with all
played
this.
everything. Like when you say 90s
You
and
have
80s,
played everything, right?
we played many, if not all, of the games that you will reference in that at
Yeah.
some point. At some point. Yeah. we're
But
big
there are
fans.
also movies and series. There are also movies and series
And
Conan.
from that age.
Oh,
Yeah,
Conan.
yeah.
Conan.
It's got to be, right?
where did you get that from, dude? I mean, come on. Who did the music of the game?
Oh, that's a great question. Man. I want to know.
Yeah. My brother is a great fan of the OST of OST. Yeah, you say
yep,
OST.
yep.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Of the OST of video games. He has listened to more than 30,000 songs
Okay.
during years. While he works, while he travels in the subway, while he has listened to more than 30,000 songs. He's a great fan of video game music.
Yes.
and,
Perfect.
and of chip tune of Mega Drive, Genesis, and Super Nintendo music, right? That special tune that 16-bit has.
Oh, chiptunes are great.
So
I love them.
so
Heck yeah.
he has been in contact with many composers, and he has been in contact with them, guiding them into the kind of music that he wanted for the game. and he's a true master in this. So the composer are many. Some famous. Do you know Soyo Oka? Is a Japanese composer of games like Mario Kart and well, many more.
Okay.
Soyo Oka is one of the composers of the game.
Oh,
Has
wow.
make yeah.
Oh wow.
Some of the music in the
Yeah,
demo.
because we get in contact with to her. By the way, one of the best composers of the 19th Japanese composers were women.
Really? Oh,
Nice.
wow.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Castlevania, I think,
About
right?
to say
Many, many
Castlevania.
women.
Yeah,
Yeah, it has to be
Castlevania.
Castlevania.
Castlevania,
definitely. Yeah.
Castlevania woman,
Right.
Street Fighter woman,
Right.
many Mario's.
Very talented.
So Toyota has agreed to make a song, and one of the songs of the game is made by Soyoka. And I challenge you to guess what
Which one?
song.
I've heard every track like 50 times already. I have the whole ST playlist. I've listened to it all the time.
But wait, is that just
But
is that what's just released? Because there's 50 stages. So
No, that's what's
No,
available now. That's
No,
what I can find.
the demo has only five
Five
stages. The final release that will be soon enough. Maybe we don't know yet, but maybe this summer, right? There will be dozens of songs.
Oh, cool.
Can't wait.
How
man.
many times were we stopping during the demo? I'm like, what is up with this music?
Yeah,
I'm like,
no,
this
it's-
music is so good. I'm like,
I got Golden
No,
Axe
the-
vibes. For the
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
And the demo.
We think that the best video games and the best movies and series have great soundtracks.
yep.
Oh,
So
definitely.
we take a lot of care, a lot of passion, and love and work, too much work in the music.
Mm.
So we wanted each stage to have the appropriate music. We wanted the instruments, the 16-bit tune, the chip tune from Genesis, from Super Nintendo. It's a mix of everything. And people who like this kind of games, as you, right? We are very happy because you notice that, right? You realize that there's effort and there is quality on this music. And I think this kind of project that is nonsense for two people, we think that only with a lot of passion you can do it, because of course we want the game Abathor to work, right? We want to have success, but we have put much love on it just because of the sake of making a game that we like.
Yeah.
It's very important.
Well, the passion of it resonates like right when you turn it on. Like that's why.
Yeah.
If you play, you feel the passion. I mean, every detail we have discussed it 1,000 times.
See, there goes that bastard.
There's
right
the boss
there.
right there.
There he goes. There
We
goes
got
that
up to
bastard.
it.
That's a cool design for the boss.
His
That was
days
really
were
cool.
numbered, man. He
He's
was
a little bit
scared.
of Dr.
Yeah.
Doom.
A little bit of Dr. Doom, yeah,
Yeah,
right?
the design's
a
cool.
little bit
I
of
like it.
lizard.
He was scared of us. He had to stop the game. He's like, hold on. You guys are taking too much energy.
You saw how pissed I was in the video. I'm like, come on, man. Like, I want to kill this guy.
I wanted to keep going.
He's
Man.
like, you guys are about to beat me in the demo. It's impossible. It's impossible.
No, that was a good demo. It was like
Yeah, it was good.
Thanks.
just when you started getting into it and you get the feel of it, it ended, and
Yep.
that's a good demo. So it makes you want more.
It
You wanna
does,
go
yeah.
back.
Yeah, you can try another character or try to play through playing with another character. It's a completely different feeling because each character has different skills.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can play, for example, the Krantor, the Barbarian. By the way, we have put a lot of detail in the plot also. So the plot is like follows: the Atlantis is being destroyed by demons, right?
Mhm.
Because of something that you have to guess,
Okay.
right? And these characters go to Atlantis to beat the demons and close the gates of Abathor. The gates of Abathor are the gates from which the demons come out, right?
Mm.
Do I explain?
I got it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, the map of the game, for example, The game has a map. In the physical edition, there will be a physical edition for Switch, for PlayStation 5 and 4, and for Xbox. And the physical edition will come from the map of the game. The map of the game is based on the first, between commas, right? In the first known map of the Atlantis, of a German philosopher called Athanasius Kirchner, who
that guy.
tried to imagine how could the Atlantis be based on the writings of Plato, the philosopher, and make the first continent map of Atlantis. You saw that in the trailer. That's the map. That's it.
That's yeah. I'll look at that.
So our map is based on the first known map of Atlantis.
Oh wow.
Of course, it's fiction, right? But there's one first map in the 17th century. So we took this map as a base for making the continent, because in the game you travel throughout all the continent of Atlantis.
Oh, wow. There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
I forget in the
Uh,
trailer.
that's
I'm
a- that's a lot-
mesmerized.
that-
I'm
that's a
mesmerized
lot.
by the sprite work that you have.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Pixel art.
variety in there.
Seriously.
What?
There's a lot of variety in the stages.
Yeah,
in the
there's a lot
trailer.
of variety. The colors, each zone is different. For example, there are 10 zones in the games. Each zone has at least 5 stages. In each zone, there is one different kind of enemies, and it won't repeat in another zone. For example, in zone two is the lizard zone, and there will be a lot of lizards and snake enemies. But any of the enemies of the zone 2 will repeat in any of the other zones.
Oh wow.
Sorry about my English. Can you understand?
Oh,
it?
Yeah, no, we
Yeah,
can
yeah,
understand.
yeah.
We
No,
can
we
understand you.
understand.
Perfect, we understand.
Did I see a reference for Metal Slug in one of those bosses? Because I saw the snake that's
the
eating
tower.
the tower.
Yeah.
Metal Slug. Yeah, of course, Metal Slug.
Uh,
I'll catch all
The
these
tower is
references.
Metal Slug.
I love seeing the little references. From
Well, that's
those little
pixel art.
Yeah,
Like,
I love pixel art, man.
There are a lot of references for that. We also have references for the lovers of Atlantis, because I know there are lovers of Atlantis. We have references from the original writings of Plato. That was the first one of writing, or was the first one who wrote about Atlantis. For example, the names of the characters. Cruncher is is one of the philosophers who speaks of Atlantis for the first time. Sais is a Egyptian city supposedly to have the first scroll of Atlantis. Critias is another philosopher who talks of Atlantis.
I think I
And
that character.
Aces is one of the old kings of Atlantis, according to Plato. So everything has a meaning in this game.
Oh, nice.
Everything's got a connection to it.
The names, the characters. What about the character design?
What?
The character design, like how the characters look.
The character design is of course a total tribute to Conan the Barbarian. It's a movie we love from the 80s.
Yep.
And if you see at the character selection, Krantor is like Conan, right?
Yep.
Sais is a Valkyrie.
Yep.
Yeah, Gauntlet.
It's like in Conan, like Valeria in Conan. Critias is a thief, right? Like Conan, like the friend of Conan who was thief. And Isis is a warlock who wields arcane power of black magic and has a secret that I cannot tell right now. And he's based also in the mix of Conan novels, Conan movies, and Eric of Melibone also.
Wow.
It's like it's in Game of Thrones or something.
Hey, Game of Thrones.
Or Lord of the Rings.
Now, Javier, you said you guys have been developing this game for 4 years. Did I have that right? Was it 4 years?
Yeah, my brother started 4 years ago, just like starting like playing with the game, right? Like designing the game just for his own, just for having fun in designing that, like he has made a lot of times. But 2 years and a half ago, like when he was only 1 year and a half of development, he thought that he had something. So he asked me to help him. And that's when I entered into the game.
Interesting.
Oh, nice.
Interesting. How hard was it to get 4 players working the way you had it working?
It's impossible. It's something. It's something that can be done. No, seriously, it can be done. But
you made it happen.
we have make like thousands and thousands of tests and plays, and maybe there will be very difficult stages for 4 players, but I think it is worth the shot. It is worth the shot because we don't know so many games, platform games, 2D side explorers who can play up to 4 players. We don't know so much.
None.
There's not
No,
that.
I don't know any like that.
Well, you got,
got
I'm
Mario.
thinking a Curse of the Sea Rex.
I mean, why do you think? Why do you think that in the 80s and 90s there wasn't any game?
There wasn't.
For 4 players in 2D side explorer.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
It was for a reason, and it's because it's so damn difficult. It's so damn difficult to take care of all the movement of the cameras, of the characters, of the balance of the game. It's very difficult, and a professional developer cannot take the risk and cannot invest 4 years in a game. It's impossible for a professional developer. You cannot invest 4 years in a game. That's nonsense. But we can. But we can.
It's crazy.
You did it, and you did it.
That's what I'm saying. Like you got it working great.
Well, that's why you see.
So the game in 4 players is a different game. If you play alone, it's a very technical game. Very technical game. You have you need a lot of the skill. You need a lot of patience. You need intelligence. You need to be cautious and aggressive depending on the moment. That's for 1 player. Very technical, very skillful. But when you play 4, it's like playing another game. It's chaotic. It's more fun. It's competitive because you want to win the prize at the end of the stage.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
With the souls and stuff.
You want to win.
Right.
It's supposed that you can compete, and in some stages you will have to cooperate to beat the stage. You will have to cooperate. But if you play 4, the standard thing that you don't cooperate, that you compete, because it's more fun. So it's like having 2 different games. I have tried the game 1 player and 4 players, and it feels completely different.
It actually feels different. Me and 23rd Stanley, we played 2 player, and then
we played 1 and 2 players.
Different.
Yeah, 1 and 2 players. That's it. 1 2 players are similar because it's more technical. You have to have more patience. But 3 and 4 players is different. It's chaotic and competitive.
Yeah, there's a lot going on with 4 players. It's very fun.
Yeah, even with
it,
healing and stuff.
Yeah,
you gotta really
buying the items in the item shop, but at the end it's like, oh, I get a prize. So maybe next stage I'll be a little bit more aggressive and try to get that prize at the end.
Yeah, but if you are too aggressive, you die.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. When playing too much, if you die, you cannot kill enemies, so you won't win the prize. But you can be resurrected at the checkpoint. But if you are resurrected, you lose some points for the end.
Right.
And the player who resurrects you earns half of your points.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Player resurrects you, gets half of your points. That's wow.
Shoot.
Well, that's why Turbo had no points.
Like a little monolith, called the monolith, that if you break the monolith, you resurrect your mates, right?
Yeah.
The other players.
Right.
So it's not compulsory. You can just keep walking and don't resurrect the players. But if you do, it's more easy to beat the stage, and you still have the points. of the resurrected ones.
I gotta remember that.
That's
Yeah,
I gotta remember get those
I didn't know
points.
that.
We have thought about all.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Well, in the 80s and 90s, like any action adventure game, like you said, was one player because people didn't know how to integrate multiplayer. Except like in the 90s, there was a few like Magic Sword and stuff like that.
Two-player.
Some-
Two-player
yeah,
co-op.
two
Yeah,
players.
It went to two
They were
player.
co-op, but they never thought of using the multi-tap for 4 players for any of these types of games.
It was
Yeah.
it was
No-
not a thing.
Now
Yeah.
what?
No, and like games like Rastan and everything, they were one player.
Rastan 2 was 2 players.
No, I'm getting to it. Rastan Saga 2 and Rastan Saga 3 were multiplayer. And if you ever went back to play those games, it didn't work out too well.
They didn't hold up.
No,
they didn't
no.
hold up at all.
Rastan Saga 2 was an abysmal multiplayer game. I mean, not to say, I mean, listen, compared to 1, it was not as good. But as far as 4 players, like it was that was the biggest shock that we had when we saw this game, the trailer. We were like,
It was like 4
there's
players.
a 4-player roster. Like that's incredible.
I'm telling you,
And
it-
to
Yeah.
pull it
Sold.
off is even more incredible.
it's hilarious because like I always will come across games like this on Twitter. Like I'll just be scrolling by, and that's how we found Brave Story. That's how we found Anima Flux,
Mhm.
and it's the same story. It's like beautiful pixel art.
Right.
Gameplay is great. Music is incredible. But the thing about Abathor, I was like, oh, this looks like Rastan. Oh, that looks cool. Oh shit, it's 4 players. I said, hold on. We got there's a demo. Oh, we gotta try this. Like
Alright.
it looked like everything that we grew up with, and I'm like, all right, let's just see if it plays at least similar to something that we grew up with, and it exceeded expectations,
Yeah.
and it was really awesome. It was really awesome to play.
Rastan's the only game. I have a picture of me of like 12 years old, 11 years old, and I had the game in my hand. And that's like that's the youngest picture I have with a game. And
Wow.
like it has a connection. But I
Yeah,
was
no,
like,
there's something with nostalgia, and it's an evolution of what that was.
Yeah.
You know, it's an evolution because like you go back on like we were talking about Rastan 2, you can't go back and play that right now.
No.
They just aren't good games right now.
We
you
watched
sure?
it on YouTube. Oh,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
we're very sure.
Yeah, there's some
Oh,
games
yeah.
back then that like Double Dragon 2 it aged well, but there's a lot of games that didn't
Not
age too
Double
well.
Dragon 3.
Double Dragon 3. Hey, listen,
Arcade Double Dragon 3? No.
I don't like
Yeah,
your tone
that's
about
a-
Double
No,
Dragon 3.
arcade. But no,
Arcade is
we're huge
awful.
fans of arcades. And a lot of people, like you said, didn't get to experience that, especially if they're new players.
Yep.
So
This is
and,
an evolution.
And co-op. I mean, even co-op
Yep.
has have a huge resurgence like within the past 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Because
real.
after the pandemic, everyone was stuck at home,
Yep.
Right.
and everybody was like, "Oh, we need games to play." So I'm glad that we're seeing that now.
Mhm.
And you said it was 4 years in development, so this is basically a baby of that era.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 But yeah, it's just good to have couch co-op. And you know our channel's about that anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
So when you do find this stuff, that's the first thing that resonates with everybody. It's like, oh, you can play this together. And the demo is very important. So whoever thought of the demo being available,
Yes.
that's
It's a great
clutch.
demo.
That's
Yeah.
clutch.
I always say it every time I see a trailer. A trailer is good, but when the trailer has a demo available, I'm like, I'm all in.
Dude,
That's
all
it.
4 demos that we played recently were all good, and they should have had a demo because the games were good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, if the
Yeah,
game
yeah,
plays well, have the demo, and
Right.
it worked.
Well, it proves
Right.
you guys have confidence in the game
Yeah.
before it comes out, obviously, because you're willing to show it off in a demo.
Mhm.
And like it helps. These games need to be heard and seen. So I'm just glad that we found it and we can like push this out to people because people need to experience this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a fan of a side-scrolling sword slashing, like that type of game needs to be played.
course.
It's a hack and slash, man.
Because it's not around. It's not a lot, and there's definitely nothing like it.
Not a lot.
Nothing
Yeah.
like it.
There's, yeah.
And the one thing about Abathor that I love so much is, you know how on the podcast we always talk about it or find a way to talk about it. It's Sega. We always find a way to talk about Sega. And this game felt like Sega.
I did feel
It
Sega,
felt
yeah, it
so
felt
much
Oh,
like
yeah.
Sega games. And
Yeah, we could tell you're a Sega fan. We know. We know. You don't have to tell us. We know.
Of course.
like that's
Not a fan. It's fun. Fun is a small word, and then a lover.
yeah, I mean
Of
Sega.
course.
Sega is it's had a big influence on a lot of people, and anytime you get you could see it in a lot of indie developers' work, you know, and you know and I love to see it. I love anything, any Sega influence whatsoever. I could always see it somehow.
And speaking of Sega influences, what were the transformations? Because that was a big surprise when they actually transformed into beasts during the game.
Ultra
Yeah,
Beast.
yeah.
So,
Super Saiyan.
Except for Krantor. He just got bigger.
well, yeah, I mean, it was still it was a
He got
transformation.
into muscular. Like,
But that's what happens in Ultra Beast. That's a part of it.
Power up.
it was cool, man. I like it.
So, Javier, what's the inspiration on the transformations in the game?
Yeah. We wanted to make a variety of stages, right? It's 50 more than 50 stages, and each stage has a different mechanic. There is no two equal stages. So every stage has something different, some new mechanics, some new monster, something new. And there are surprises, of course, with references to another games in some stages. So we had this idea of having a north of a goddess called Ananke. It's an ancient Greek goddess of destiny, of fate. So we wanted this goddess to have a role in the story of Atlantis, which I cannot tell because I do not want to make a spoiler. But the power of this goddess, one of the powers of hers, is to transform the heroes, right? So each hero has a transformation that always takes places in especially difficult stages as a help.
Oh, okay.
And that reminded me of Magician Lord for Neo Geo.
Yeah, and this is also, of course, a homage to Altered Beast also, of course.
Yep.
So the barbarian enters in some kind of divine rage. The Valkyrie calls down an avatar from the heaven. The ninja Critias calls an armor onto his body. You tell me what kind of animation is that and from what series it has a reference.
I just saw it too. I was just like, wait, yeah, what is that? That's
That looks like
It has a
Strider or Ninja
reference.
Gaiden.
Ninja Gaiden, Strider,
And
Shinobi.
and the Aces, the warlock, he's half demon. So when he transforms, he adopts the other half of his personality.
Interesting.
You know what's funny? Yeah, that's how I
That's
knew it.
He-Man.
That's how I knew I liked that character. I was like, oh, he turned into a demon. I'm keeping him. I was like, that's my guy. That's my guy.
He-Man.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember where
And he's
that
very
power of
powerful
motion is from.
because he has a breath of fire that is so powerful, and you can kill enemies at distance when you are transformed.
I love that form.
Yeah.
By the way, that comment that you made about Sega, we have been in some events. You say events? On some events, we were in Cologne, showing Abathor, and maybe the thing that we must listen is, oh my God, this game screams Sega everywhere.
Oh, yeah,
We're not the first ones.
Yeah.
And we are so proud.
Yeah.
And there's also a lot of the music of the game is designed to be like most of them, many soundtracks to be like the chiptune of Genesis, of course.
Love it.
Love it. Javier, are you familiar with the Spanish studio Game Kitchen?
Yeah, of course, from
Oh, okay.
Blasphemous. Yeah,
Blasphemous, yes, that game.
great game.
Great
game.
No, it's an amazing game.
That's incredible, game.
It's an amazing game. Talking about pixel art.
Beautiful pixel art.
It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. I love it.
Scarring pixel art also.
Now, Javier, I know you guys are a two-person studio, but
Yeah.
since you guys mastered the couch co-op 4 players so well, are you going to take a stab at online multiplayer with this game at all, or is that something you might save for another project?
We tried to make an line from this, but it has been already a challenge to make a 4-player. I mean, it's insane to do a 4-player to the side scrolling. It's insane. You know it. You have said that you don't know any game that pixel art 2D that has 4 players. It has been a challenge. The word is challenge. It has been a challenge. And we considered to make it online, but we made some tries and some tests, and I don't think it will be possible for this game. Maybe for the next, if there is next, that could be next, a next game.
For the sequel.
Yeah.
For the sequel. For the sequel.
Well,
Yeah.
it sounds like
Yeah, could be. I cannot say anything. Could be.
You heard it here first,
Yeah,
everybody. You heard it here first.
I was gonna say it sounds like because we've asked that question with other developers, and
It seems to be a big trouble point.
it seems to be a big issue. But if it's thought of before they even start developing the game, it's easier. It's an easier transition.
Oh, it has to be before.
It has to be before, yeah.
It's hard to add after.
So
the
it's
fact.
easier to add for the sequel.
Of course, of course. When you develop a game, when you create the world and the lines of code, it's a lot of work. But when you have the lines of code created for the stages, from the enemies, for the physics, for the scenarios, for the movement, for the cameras, you have a lot of abstract work, that can be used before for another game. So the hard work is really the first step. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We could make I don't know. We could make an expansion of Abathor. Well, not now, but in the future, we could make a DLC in not too much time, because all the main physics, enemy, hitboxes, hardboxes, and lines of code are already designed. The difficult part is already made.
Interesting.
That's a lot of stuff to do.
Abathor is such an 80s name.
Yeah. I love it.
Would you be able to add 5 DLC characters?
Every time, stop it.
Just
I
saying,
cannot
throw
say
that out
anything.
there.
I cannot say anything. But maybe. Let's see what happens. Maybe.
Speaking of
Because we have some ideas.
because I was thinking, like, speaking of characters, you got 4 characters that you could select in the beginning. Is there going to be special characters later that playable characters you're going to add to the game as DLC, or we should just focus on the core 4 for now?
We are thinking of adding more characters in the future, but first we want to release the game, because we want to concentrate on the main point, that is releasing now the game. But we have more ideas for more characters.
Interesting.
This doesn't mean that there will be a DLC for more characters. I cannot assure you now because we want to launch the game already. But we have ideas. We have ideas for more characters, even for secret characters that can be unlocked in the game. That I cannot tell you because it's a spoiler. But when you see that character, you will say, "Come on, this character should be a DLC."
Okay.
I cannot say more.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
So everybody, put this on your wish list.
Yes.
Yes.
So we can get some sales on this and get that sequel
Yeah.
with all these characters in it.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And us.
Every time I
Stop it.
Wink, wink.
every time I see the clip you keep playing with the physical with all the artwork or whatever, I was like,
That looks so
I actually
cool. I know.
want that. I actually
I
want
know.
all of that.
I want
Do
to
you-
pre-order it also.
Do you know who's supplying the physical edition of the game?
Yes, it's a company called Tesura Games. You can it has its own web page. Tesura Games will be our distributors, and it also have a page on Amazon, and that's the collector edition, PlayStation, Switch, and Xbox also. It will have a lot of things: map, the original soundtrack with all the songs. Little coins with the characters that you can make to just take random characters, and a booklet with all the art of the game.
Nice. Nice.
Very cool.
Dude,
Yeah.
I
You know,
see
the
it.
design of the monsters and some text of how we decide the design of the monsters and why.
Wow.
Oh, and you see
Of, of,
there,
of,
I haven't seen
of
that
the
in the
creative
game.
of the creative process.
Instruction
We
booklet.
have,
An instruction manual.
I like
yeah,
that.
of course, a booklet also, an instruction manual, of course. That's of course a total homage to the Genesis and Super Nintendo, of course.
Yeah.
Wow.
See, that's why I want it
we
so
know-
bad. The
Yeah, it shows
instruction manual.
it shows obviously the physical game. You got the instruction booklet, this original soundtrack.
Oh,
on
I
the
got
CD.
it.
You got an art book which looks awesome, and it looks like a poster there too. Double-sided
Yeah, it's a
poster.
poster.
I love the cover.
And then a double-sided character coins. That's freaking cool.
That's dope,
Yeah.
man.
See, those are collector's
a lot of
editions that
stuff.
you want to see. You
Right.
Don't want, you don't want a big statue and no game
And a code.
And a
Like-
code.
a code for the game. Like, you don't want that collector's edition. Plus, there's
No,
space
that-
for that. This
that's
is the
not
type of thing you
useful.
want. Yes, it's not going to ruin your collection area.
No, that
Right.
one looks dope, dude. I actually might get that.
It looks good.
I actually might get that. There's too much going on there that I
Funny,
have to
I was
have it.
I was eyeing it also. I'm like-
I was looking at it for a minute. I'm like,
that's why I
wait,
kept it there. I was like, I wanted to
you-
see what else.
you get a soundtrack, a
What else is in
booklet.
here?
What else is it? Let me get all that.
Now,
So-
South, you wanted to ask
Go
that?
ahead,
South,
go ahead.
Wow, what was that?
Sorry.
Kept said, how?
And he
That
cut
wasn't
off. I was
English.
like, question, Javier. This is a little
Yeah.
technical question. I see that you're doing doing ports to different platforms and stuff like that. Do you have a preferred platform, preferred company you like working with? Sony, Nintendo, Microsoft. Is it easier to port to one? Which one is with the way you guys develop your games? Is there any platform that's
Yeah,
preferred?
we are designing the game of Game Maker, right?
Mhm.
We design the game of Maker, but our publisher is the one who makes the porting to the other platforms because he has worked with Nintendo and PlayStation, and he's the one who translates our code to other platforms. It's something that we cannot do on our own because we could do it, but we would finish the game in 10 years.
Makes sense. Yeah.
That's
So,
cool, though.
Our publisher is the one making the porting.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay.
Okay, so they're handling. the
So
job
I
for
don't
you.
know the details of what porting is more difficult.
Right.
We make our engine is a Game Maker.
Uh-huh.
That's cool.
Is that based on the PC?
Yeah, I've used Game
Yeah.
Maker before. It's cool, man.
Based on a PC. Yeah, not bad.
We don't want it coming out in 10 years.
Like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
PC.
no, that's smart, man. That's smart. You don't want to worry about porting it. No. Focus on making the game.
4 years was enough. 4 years
that's
was
it.
enough.
If we worry about porting, we don't worry about the game.
There you
cool.
go.
That's actually pretty
That's
cool.
awesome.
You got someone else handling that service for you. That's cool.
So will there be any extra gameplay modes that you're thinking of adding maybe? Like boss
Yes,
rushes, stuff like that? Or
Maybe we have been thinking on the gamers of the 80s and 90s. As we had few games, we had to play a lot of time the same game, right?
Mm.
Now it's very easy. Now the games are cheaper. You can play on Steam for $5, for €10. You can play a lot of games. You can games are more accessible right now.
Mhm.
But some years ago, as you know, games were more expensive. The arcades, you only have a few coins to play. So I think the players of before were better players than now.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think
Absolutely.
Yes.
They can never play Ninja Gaiden now.
That is
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is 1,000% correct.
I can't
Yeah.
play Ninja Gaiden now.
so. The players before, with all the respect to the players now, had less frustration, were more skilled, more skillful, and had more patience, and wanted to complete all the game. They paid for a very expensive game, and if you pay for a very expensive game, you want to complete it all, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Makes
but there
sense.
was
And you are more
frustration.
skilled, you are less frustrated, and you have more fun. So it's a different. I don't say it's better. It's a different time, a different way of approaching to video games.
Yeah.
Different, not better or worse. It's different. I like that approach. So we have been thinking of making some kind of speed run in the game. But it won't be possible for the original release. Maybe it could be done for a DLC, like having a timer, right? Starting at the beginning of the game, and the timer, and having to go to all the game without as quick as possible. But if something, it will be done on the DLC. But for the game right now, there is one detail for the odd players. There's 3 difficulty modes. It's easy mode, normal mode, and very mode. And I'm sorry for the new players, but there will be one extra zone only from the people playing at very mode.
Oh God.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
man.
I know we had a lot of discussion with this because we know that people do not make this anymore, right?
Right.
We know that games don't do this anymore. Almost any game, right? But we wanted to have this as a detail for the games of before. So if you play at the normal mode, you unlock the bravery mode with its absolute crazy in difficulty, absolute crazy.
Oh God.
And if you are
We'll have to try.
fool enough, if you are fool enough to play this game in this mode, which is so much difficult, you have access to the zone, to a new zone.
Oh my god.
Interesting.
I would need to
See,
play like a mode
It's
like
crazy,
that.
which is a crazy stage. It's an absolute crazy stage.
Oh dear.
That
nightmare.
only
I would need to get rewarded with like
yeah.
a steak.
it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare, but
Please don't
only
hide the
a
ending.
few people, will play it, and we know it, right? We know it.
Well,
It's a
there's
risk we
crazy
take.
people out
We know
there.
it.
Please don't hide the true ending behind
Yeah.
the barbarian mode.
Don't
Please.
do that.
no,
Please
yeah,
don't do that.
Man.
Please don't do that.
Extra stage, fine. That's fine.
Oh my god.
I can see though. There's some hardcore gamers out there.
Listen.
Dude, remember,
They're crazy. They're insane.
remember in Smash TV when they said there's a hidden dream room
Oh,
or whatever, and they said no one's ever gonna get to that.
Yep.
They didn't even put it in the game. They lied.
Yep.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
And
They
because
lie. No, this is true. This is true.
Yeah.
and because people were complaining that they couldn't find all the keys to open this room, they had to add it in later.
Yep.
And it was just a
That's
bull
me.
crap room where you just grab all the money
It's called
and then you
marketing.
leave. Yeah, no, that's crazy, right?
That's funny.
Betrayal.
But as far as how hard games are or were back then,
Yeah.
if you've ever seen, I'm pretty sure you've seen it on YouTube, the teens react to old school games.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
And they'll tell a new player who doesn't play games or whatever, they'll say, play Contra, play like Ninja Gaiden, play like Ghouls and Ghosts. And they'll last for literally like 10 seconds.
They can't do
10
it.
seconds.
Seconds.
And they're like, how was the game? Oh, that was fun. Like, dude, I couldn't get anywhere.
It's
at all.
fascinating because
Yeah.
we grew up with some really
Those are
really
tough. Still
difficult
to this day.
games. Really difficult games.
But they have no idea. They think that old games are easy. They're like, yeah,
Nah,
these games are easy. You guys
Yeah,
don't-"
because you guys only had 2 buttons.
Yeah, it was
Right.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
easy.
I'll give anybody who didn't grow up with those games. I'll give them 5 games to play,
Yep.
Dude,
and
Atari's the hardest game
and
for
they
me to
will
play.
not-
They will cry.
they would.
They will
Oh,
cry.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
Life,
one button.
life is not easy, man. Life is not easy.
Yeah.
Some games shouldn't.
Yep.
One of the achievements of my life that I'm most proud is when I was a kid, beating Super Contra in Super Nintendo
Yeah.
at the maximum difficulty.
Oh.
And that's the real ending.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is the real thing, right? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sweat blood. I sweat blood.
I believe you. I believe you.
Javier,
Oh, man.
I think 2 podcasts ago, or was it last podcast? The topic was
It's two.
2 podcasts ago. It was
Yeah.
our gaming accomplishments, And that was one of yours, apparently, beating
Yeah.
Super Contra. We had a bunch
It's
of
one
those.
of my life achievements.
Yeah, we had
Yeah.
a bunch of those.
Oof.
No, you remember? You'll never forget those. You'll never forget those.
Actually, that's not.
That's
And
Super
Super
do you know Dragon's Lair from NES?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Not the arcade
I also beat that.
for the NES.
Wow.
Dragon's Lair.
Oh
It's,
man,
it's possible. It's possible.
Oh, God, Dragon's
I
Lair.
wouldn't touch
But
that.
Dragon's Lair.
it's not a good game, but it's the most difficult game I've ever played, because the problem with that game is that you have to study it like from memory, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And if you have passion to do it, but I wouldn't recommend Abathor. You don't have to study Abathor to play.
Yeah.
In theory, if you are a very good player, you could run it through in the first time if you are a very good player. There's no like any surprise that you must know beforehand.
So when we stream that for players, you're gonna see us go
It's
right
a
through that game.
technical play.
We're going to run through Abathor, man. We're not going to die once.
On Barbarian. Watch.
Yeah.
That's difficult. That's difficult.
I'm curious to see how difficult Barbarian mode really is.
We have to leave you off that one.
Yeah. That's
It's a leave off that
If
one.
we're going by how you put it in the demo,
I'm
we gotta
gonna
leave
be
you
Yeah,
off.
right.
fine. Come on. I thought.
struggling. Is
Oh,
struggling.
Javier, question. I used the ninja, but I was not able to like throw stars or anything like that. What do I do to throw the ninja stars?
Yeah, you can't, because we didn't want to. It's like an ancient ninja. So he throws daggers.
Okay.
He throws daggers. Each character has a different weapon, right? So and the weapon is different in style and in number. For example, the ninja has the most number of weapons. It's if you pick the dagger, you can throw up to 9 daggers. It's the
9.
one with the most with the biggest number of weapons.
Interesting.
And for example, the warlock, if he picks the weapon, he has 2 invocations of demons. It's the least one, but the demons are very powerful.
That's interesting.
I kept getting confused
So-
that the demons were enemies.
Yeah, when I was drawing
That
up
happened to
near,
me
yeah,
too, man.
I like those. I like those.
No,
I
are
got used to it
allies. The demons are also inspired in the movie of Conan. Also, they are very similar to the demons that appear on the movie. Regarding the ninja, we didn't want to make it too oriental. The ninja, we wanted to make it more like a ninja of ancient Greece, something like that. That's the reason why we didn't put throwing stars.
Right. So no, daggers are cool. I don't think I ever got a chance to throw one. As long as that's the
Yeah,
thing.
you had to stay
I
on
would
the
just-
stage.
Yeah, I was like, all right. I was like, I know he's got a projectile, but I was like, when do I pick up the item that lets me throw the daggers? And I just wasn't able to do it. I thought everyone else throwing stuff here and there, and I was like, I wasn't able to do it yet. I was like, next time I play it, I'll try to pick up the items that'll let me do it, and so I can see how these things really work. But okay, so he's got daggers, so he does have something. All right,
Is this where everybody died on the wild boar here?
the wild
Yeah.
boar.
No, I think we figured out like we have to kill him.
We forgot how
Second
to.
time. No, the
Yeah.
second time.
Yeah.
He's like, how do we break this wall?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we don't need to show
you,
this
you should
footage
use
anymore.
the daggers there. If you throw the daggers to the boar,
Yeah.
you beat him.
I should've-
There was no
yeah.
ninja.
The ninja was dead.
The ninja
Yeah,
died.
The ninja was in a coffin.
I was dead by the time.
He was in a
He
tomb.
was trying to be a vampire.
When this comes out and we get it, we do more playthroughs.
Murdered. All of us got murdered right
Run
there.
over.
Yeah, we didn't need to show that.
Oh.
Javier,
In
do
Abathor, yeah.
you have
In
an-
Abathor, see,
I'm
tell
sorry,
me.
go ahead.
In Abathor, there are a lot of items to use. So each item has a purpose in the game. If you use it wisely, it's easy the game. But the difficult thing is to know when to use each item. Sometimes a potion is better. Sometimes a familiar is better, because there are also familiars.
Yeah.
Sometimes a dagger is better, and other times a powerful magic. But it depends on the stage and the evaluation that you make of the stage.
Oh wow. Okay.
For example, in this stage, the dagger against the boar is better, but against the crows, the demons are better.
Oh wow.
Against the crows in the waterfall.
If we only had a ninja.
I don't think I had daggers at that point. I gotta pick up the items that allow me to use the dagger. I don't think I did that. All right, so
We need a
no,
ninja that's alive.
He has to be alive first.
You're trying to dig out. You're trying to dig yourself out of your grave. That's why you had no knives.
Turb's like, I'm here. Dead.
You have to use them to open up the coffin from underground.
Yo, I love it when we play something and Turbo has a tough time. Like, it's
Always in the
hysterical.
beginning.
Remember, it's like the illusion game.
Oh man, yeah, he was
Disney.
struggling.
Disney's
it was my
Mickey
controller.
Mouse.
It was my controller. You
Blame
have
the
no idea.
controller.
It was. It was not. Yeah, it was the
Yeah,
Bluetooth was messing it up.
The Disney game did not have a barbarian mode.
Javier, did you guys don't have a release date yet, right?
No, not yet, but it will be soon. It will be soon.
This year.
I don't know because we have to put it, arrange everything,
Yeah.
because we don't want to release a date and then kind of fulfill it.
Yeah.
But it will be soon enough.
Mhm.
Maybe this summer,
December. Okay.
but maybe
Maybe.
soon, very soon.
Could it be a Summer Games Fest?
So-
The release date might pop up.
You heard it here first.
Very soon.
And you
I,
said
w- I would bet on summer. I would bet on summer.
Okay.
Interesting. All right. Not bad.
It might land on my birthday,
There's-
man. You never know.
I'm giving much information here in this
Yeah. No. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
very very
in this
informative.
meeting.
That's what we do.
I'm giving a lot of information.
We provide a comfortable environment for
Yeah.
information extraction.
I like how that was worded.
And you said the demo was 5 stages, and you said that the game full would have about 50,
50. A little over 50.
possibly.
More than 50. More than 50.
More.
I think it's 50. Let me think. Let me count. 51. I think it's 53.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Getting your money's worth right
53.
there. Wow.
Speaking of money, how much is it going to be sold for when it finally comes out?
Oh, my God.
You guys
Wow.
have a price.
Not released.
You guys have a
Dude.
price set up yet?
They don't even know when it's coming out yet.
I'm just wondering.
We don't know the price, but it won't be. It's not a triple A. So it would be a price a balanced price.
Okay. Excellent.
Good.
And
We
about
don't know
how,
yet. We don't know yet.
do you know how far apart the release and the physical release is? Have any idea?
The physical release is before December.
Okay. So with
Before December, maybe I could say that maybe in autumn, but
but this year.
cannot assure. This year, yes, this year.
Okay.
That's better than a
This
limited run
year.
release.
Dude, yeah.
Because a limited run release will be about a year or two away.
Yep.
Dude, I want that.
No,
I want
it's
the
this year.
collection.
We are already designing the many things. It's more finished.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
Cool.
That's good to know.
I might get the collection on that. The collector edition, dude. That looks kind of.
Tyson, man. They got
No,
the-
Alright,
really.
it also,
There's a
dude.
lot of stuff in there.
Oh, they got the
Do
soundtrack.
it.
And you heard the music.
Yeah, the music.
They got the soundtrack and the art book. That's the most
Do it.
important in a collection.
And I always keep skipping collector's editions like an idiot. I skipped 2. There was 2 games I should have got a collector's edition for, and I didn't
you
do
do
it.
it later, you're
And
like,
I always
"Ah."
regret it, so I'm gonna finally do it this time because I'm a moron.
You want to spend triple on eBay
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
or more?
I was gonna do that for Unicorn Overlord, and I was gonna do that for Fire Emblem Three
You had
Houses.
your chance.
I had my chance.
Yeah.
Both. No, actually, Three Houses wasn't available.
No, that was
Yeah.
instantly
Unicorn
sold
Overlord
out.
was.
Yeah.
And I screwed it up. So
Jeez,
whatever.
Unicorn would have been good.
Oh
Just-
God.
Well, that's
pay-
the thing. If it's in like if you can order it, the second it's available, it's
Do it.
gone. No, it's gone. It's,
Oh, it's not
it's
even
gone
there?
automatically.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not even available.
Javier, we have a question from the chat.
Yeah.
If you could make any type of game, what kind of game would you make?
Well, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
This is the dream game
He's
right
doing
now.
it right
I'm
now
doing
as
it.
we speak.
I mean, I'm doing it. I'm doing this in my spare time. I'm doing the exactly the kind of game that I would like to play.
Okay.
Now the answer is
I
Abathor
I
2.
love.
Yeah.
That's
Look,
the-
I put in another way. Do you know what's the game that I have played more and I never get bored? It's King of Dragons. It's King of Dragons.
Dragons.
King of
King of
Dragons.
Dragons?
is-
King of Dragons?
King of Dragons from Capcom.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
I remember
You
that
know-
game.
I think
It's
I
the
know
beat
that
'em
game.
up. It's a beat 'em up, right?
The one you can play up to 3 players, one with an elf, a wizard, a cleric, a dwarf, and a fighter. You remember that?
I think so.
Wait.
I think I always
I
get it
will
mixed
know
up.
as soon as I see it.
I used to
Wait.
get it mixed
That-
up with Knights of the Round.
Yeah, Knights Around.
Yeah.
That's what
That's what I thought.
No,
wait,
that one.
Not that.
This
King
one.
of Dragons.
hold up.
This one?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
So it's like
okay.
this is the one that's
I've
like,
seen this. Yeah, it's like
yeah, I
Dungeons
played
and
this
Dragons a
before.
little bit.
Yes,
It's like
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons and Magic Suit.
Yep.
They made a lot of stuff
I
very
will
similar.
tell you why I love this game. It's very simple game
Mm.
with a lot of variety of enemies, with a lot of stages. It has like it was an arcade of 16 stages with characters who are played differently. But the really thing I love is that it only has 2 buttons. It has the attack button and the jump button, and that with that 2 buttons, the game has a lot of potential of skillful playing. It's like a game like you have to be very technical.
Mm.
You can beat the game without getting hit, but it's very difficult. But it can be done. It can be done. It's a very, very technical game, and I love this game. It's impossible for me. It's impossible to get bored. Until the day of today, I play with my brother on Christmas when he comes here, and we don't get bored. It's very, very fun, and we wanted to make something like that. That's one of the reasons that we are making Abathor, because I mean, I think you are going to understand this. Games nowadays, there are video for everyone, right? And there are a lot of experiences for games, and you can have like cinematic experiences, philosophical experience. You have games that have better plots than movies, games that makes you think about experience of your life, about existentialism. It's great. It's great.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah.
that's great. That's great. But we also miss the games where you just have fun and you just play, test your ability, and you don't have to care about any plot or about any about a random character who mumbles about his life and please save my wife, blah 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 blah. I will have to tell you something important, and you have like you have to read like 10 hours of text and dialogues.
Yes.
That's great. That's
Lost
great.
Odyssey.
But Abathor is not that kind of game. We call Abathor a game of we have make out this term a game of start and kill. You press start and you start killing your enemies. Man.
That's true.
That's its own genre.
Yeah.
Start and kill game.
Start and kill.
Start and kill
It's
game.
Get a
just fun.
shirt
Press
that says that.
start and kill everything in your way.
Yeah.
You
I'm
don't
about to
have
get
to
that
think
shirt.
about
You can't wear
anything.
that shirt.
Why not?
At least in this game, right?
Well, I mean,
Smash
that's why,
everything and leave.
that's why I'm happy
Start
that we
and kill,
have.
man. Start and kill.
That is a good. That has to be a shirt somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
if you ask me what kind of game do I like to make to do in the future, I'm doing this, and I hope that in the future, I hope in the future we could make another sequel of Abathor. We have more ideas for sequels of Abathor.
Love it.
Awesome.
For more ideas.
Awesome.
Love
And
it.
then
I
in
hope that this is a saga or something like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
in that collection, you have to have the shirt. You have to add that. You
Start
have to
and
have
kill.
the start and kill shirt in that.
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
that
Start and kill, man.
That's where it's available.
Don't tell me anything. I don't care about your family, about your issues. I just want to kill everything that is in my way.
Those are some of the most fun games.
You have open
No.
world games and you have start and kill
Start and
games.
kill.
That should be a genre, man.
Well, that's why I'm
That
glad.
should be the slogan, man.
Now,
Abathor.
you
Start and kill.
take a game nowadays you take a game and you have to wait like 10 hours before you start playing.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
games, yeah.
Oh,
The-
yeah. Some are like that.
The,
The tutorial's
the
over.
how to play, the plot, the cinematics, everything.
Yep.
That's great, But it's also nice you have you have 20 spare minutes, right? You are home, you have 20 spare minutes, and you take your command, your pad, you press start, and you start playing. No more problems.
Yeah.
No more issues.
And you know what's cool? Now that the Switch made it popular to have a handheld mode, and now
Yeah.
with Steam Deck and everything, you have all the PC handhelds coming out. So if it's available on Steam, it's available on Switch,
Yep.
it's available on there. It's all handheld. You have 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Right.
You can
yeah.
pop those games on now, so they're going to be more popular. Because everybody doesn't want to spend 10 hours if you're out and about. You don't have time for that.
Yeah.
Imagine you have 20 minutes free, you got to
Exactly.
sit there and listen to somebody talk
Watch a tutorial.
for 20 minutes.
Read some.
And you're like, where am I supposed to go?
Yeah.
Stop talking.
My patience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, stop talking. I want to keep something.
Yeah.
It's been hours. I just played a game where it took hours to start. And I'm like, dude, I just wanted to go to my next mission.
It's a movie.
Before you
it,
even
turns
play the
into
game.
it turns into a movie. It's,
Yeah.
It's like, do I step through this door? It's a scene. It's a cut scene.
Yeah.
yeah,
But I'm glad though. We have AAA games and we have indie games.
That's
Right.
great. You have variety. Sometimes
Right.
you're in the mood to play through a movie
Mm.
and get immersed into it, and sometimes you have to, you're in the mood to play a co-op,
Right.
action platformer
Yeah.
Yeah.
that you can
Exactly.
that you can
Exactly.
just turn on and start hacking shit and killing everything.
Sometimes you
and-
just want to.
You don't want to plot.
Sometimes you just want to have that victory of the boss and be like, yes, I did it.
Yeah.
And that's what is missing. I'm
Some-
glad it's around still, but
Yeah,
it's.
it has
it
not
was
gone
almost
away.
gone.
It has not gone away, and I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
And then you have your philosophical moments like, wow, I can't believe you did that, and blah, blah, blah. The story is crazy and it made me feel a certain way, but
Yep.
sometimes you just want to just stab a big demon in the eye.
Yeah.
that's a part of gaming.
No questions
Yes,
asked.
sir.
Just stab him in the eye.
Yeah,
man.
stab him in the
That has to
fucking
be the
eye.
weak point too. The glowing eye.
The
I just
glowing
wanna
eye.
Stab that.
Yep,
And
exactly.
that has to stay around.
And then you scream at the TV when he's dead because you died to him at least 50 times already.
Well, yeah,
Yup.
that's a Dark Souls game.
That's a tough.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Seriously.
Anyone have a question? I have one last one in case anyone doesn't.
Well, the question I did have was similar to the one you just said. Where is it? The dream job. So yeah, if you had your dream job, what franchise would you love to leave your mark on? But it's basically you said that this is your dream job, so
My own saga. If we could make Abathor saga, I would be so happy.
That's
all
awesome.
right.
I think it'll
okay.
happen.
Nice.
I
As
think
long
I'm
as
in
you
the
as
dream.
long as you swear it won't be like Rastan saga.
No,
It
we,
can't be
well,
like
come
that.
on. No. Because Abathor is the world where demons come out. So they come out from portals. So it's very easy to you have another ideas to put the portals of Abathor in another ages or places.
Yes.
So we have
It
more
leaves it
ideas
open.
for that.
You can open that to everywhere. All right.
Yeah, you can open a gate everywhere and in every time. And that gives us a lot of chances and plays.
So many ideas.
That works.
Yep.
And since it's an indie title, you can possibly get Shovel Knight in there if you ask. the
Shovel
developer.
Knight.
Wow.
That guy's in every
Shovel
in
Knight is in every
everything.
game.
He's in everything, damn it.
Mainstream, indie, doesn't
And the
matter.
chick-
Always
He's there.
digging.
The
He's
chick
always
from
digging.
Bloodstained is in everything also.
Oh, Miriam?
Yeah,
Mary.
Mary.
Miriam's a shit. I like her. She would
Wow.
actually be perfect for that game, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
She's another one. Yes, right.
We'll be looking forward to the saga that you want to do, definitely. And we'll definitely want to play that. So,
Oh yeah.
all right. And then you said you had another question?
Just one real quick one. I like
Go
to
ahead.
ask this to everybody.
Oh gosh. here
And
we
it's
go.
it's a very
Yeah,
difficult
we all
question.
know the question.
We all know the question, right? Favorite game all time.
Oh God.
Oh, come on. Don't do me this. Do not make this to me, please.
I'll make it easier. One of your favorite games all time.
Can I say three?
Yeah, go for
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. When people ask me about my favorite movie, it happens the same to me. I can only say that the movies that I have watched more. So I want to tell you the games that I have played more. I don't get bored.
Mm.
Okay, is that
Yes.
okay?
Yep.
Oh,
Perfect.
okay.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
For me, that's the best games, because if you can play a game once and again, is that it's
It's one
a
of your
really
best.
good game,
Yeah, one
right?
of your favorites.
Mhm.
Okay, I would say Street Fighter 2, like the last iteration, is Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Street Fighter Turbo. Okay.
Okay.
All the sagas of Street Fighter 2. You know that Street Fighter 2 starts, and there is like a complete iteration until Super Street Fighter 2X Turbo, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
This it's a Street Fighter, and it changed the world of video gaming. And still nowadays, people play this game.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Nowadays, there are tournaments in Europe, in Japan, in US about players of Street Fighter all the world. Nowadays, it's impossible. It's incredible.
I can tell that's the Super Nintendo one we're showing right now.
Because
That's how many
it's
times I've
such a
played
nice
that. But yeah, okay.
What
Okay.
about the other two?
Of course, I really love, and I never get bored of playing it. I play it maybe once a year. Super Castlevania 4 from Super Nintendo.
Oh, what a pick!
Yeah, there you go.
That's great one.
That first stage will get
I
me
think-
every
The first
time.
stage.
That
The
music.
first stage is all you have to
Yeah,
say.
yeah,
Yes.
it's a masterpiece.
Oh my god.
For me, it's a masterpiece. The music, the gameplay is wow. I think, wow.
I'm surprised
It's
they didn't
incredible,
have
eh?
an eight
It's
directional
brilliant.
whip in future Castlevanias that much after this. This is like
It's
one
the
of the
only
only
one.
one.
It's the only one.
It's a masterpiece. This game.
Yeah,
I'm
it's a
not
master. For me, this game is it's a work of art. It's
I love it.
incredible.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a pick.
That is, yeah.
I mean, I'm watching the game there, and I want to play.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
That's how you know that's Whenever you see it, you're like, I want to play that actually. Yeah.
Yep.
What would be number 3?
And the other game is when I was a kid. I remember how my mind was blown away when I was a small kid, right? I went into this arcade machine. I don't know how to say it. I just jumped a bit to see what the people was playing. I want to see a game that blew my mind. And I saw one warrior in bikini and one dwarf hitting skeletons. And I said,
Oh.
what the fuck is this? This is great. And the sounds were so deep and so terrifying. Was so terrifying, the sounds of course, Golden Axe.
Golden
There you go. There you go.
The arcade.
Oh yeah.
It blew my mind. It blew my mind, this game.
That
I
was
can't
one of
remember my time seeing that in the arcade, but
I love
It
I
was-
remember more on Genesis.
It was a
but-
similar reaction that he just had. Like,
Golden Axe
there'd
was
be a lot of
crazy,
people
yeah.
crowding the arcade, and you're
Oh,
like,
you were like, who are they
what
on
is
a
this?
big bird
Come on,
right now?
it's terrifying.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like,
Imagine
what
that
is
you
this?
have, you have, I don't know, 8 years, and you come and you play this game. It's terrifying. It's a terrifying game. Come on, now you laugh, but if you played when you were a kid, all the sounds that
Oh, no, the
people
screams were
shouting
the,
like
crazy.
the
they were
screams, the sound effects.
eviscerated.
Yeah.
It sounded like they were cursing in the arcade.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, oh,
I love it when you kill skeletons and it goes, ah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like how you
They don't
screaming. You're
have
a
a
skeleton.
larynx. They don't have a larynx.
the skeletons still creep me out. They are so difficult to beat.
They're fast.
Yeah,
They're
no,
very
they're-
quick.
Yeah.
See the whole background
I
check.
think for me, this is one of the reasons of Sega, with many other games of Sega, right? But for me, this is one of the reasons of Sega to exist. I really love Golden Axe and play it it's once a year also.
Once a year also, yeah.
Those are solid picks.
Dude,
man.
those are a hell of 3 picks.
I
I
go
go
Yeah,
back
and play them all
Golden
the time, too.
Axe,
Castlevania.
Castlevania 4, and
man.
Street Fighter 2. Jeez, those are.
Gems.
I'm glad I
find
asked the question.
You can find them all
Yeah,
in the Genesis
solid picks,
collection.
right? There are solid picks.
Very solid picks.
I think that's a better question if you'd ask top 3.
What, top 3? Yeah, probably top 3.
Because it's easy to
Well, I
pick
like
than
to see
your,
them
than your
sweat.
number one.
I like seeing them sweat first, and then I could change it.
If you played as many games as most people on here, it's hard to pick that one
I can always
title.
pick one. I just pick one all the
Like, you have one title. Yeah, whatever. That's you. That's you. We all know. Shining Force. We know. 3.
3.
We know.
3.
We know.
Too much.
Everybody else?
Yeah.
No, that's it, man. So, like I said, Abathor, put that in your wish list. It's on Steam right now, the demo. You can try it out. Play it for
Absolutely.
players. Stream it. Show some love and support. And tell people about it because this game needs to be talked about and played.
And it also
Yeah.
gets the level 857 seal. of quality.
Heck yeah, man.
Agreed.
No, so far we give it to the demo. We have to see how the full game is going to be.
Wow.
What are you talking
Really?
about?
I'm joking.
Wow.
I'm joking.
This guy,
kid.
we gotta not give him beer anymore during the podcast.
But yeah, we're anticipating the full version. Coming out,
Absolutely.
hopefully this summer.
Yep.
There's no date yet, but hopefully
Fingers
this summer.
crossed.
Put it on your wish list, guys, or I'll come to your house.
This summer,
Yeah, man.
probably.
Absolutely.
I can't wait.
All right, Javier, thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, thanks for coming on and staying up with us. We know it's real late
It's
over
late
there.
over there.
and,
We don't want to keep you up all night.
hell
Yeah, man.
Thanks to you. You are great guys.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
You're awesome.
Thank you, Javier.
Have a good one.
Take care.
Yes.
Thank you. Take care.
Excellent.
All right.
That was a lot of fun.
That was very cool.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
That was very, very cool.
You know what's crazy? The thing I like the most about having indie devs on is the seeing we feel a certain way about playing the game and we have a good time with it. But like I like seeing them talk about the game and where the passion came from.
Well, you want to hear inspiration.
Yeah.
And how it developed into what it is.
Yeah, especially when we feel it.
Right.
You just want to hear it too.
Yeah.
You know, like I know there's
'Cause you
some
know-
Sega in there.
yeah.
I sniff it. Like I can
Yeah.
smell.
Well, you can feel where all
What's
that's
that?
coming from. It's
I
like,
smell
all right.
Sega, you know.
A
And
lot of influences, man.
I love
Especially
it.
the music.
Oh God.
Especially.
Oh, I
the
can't wait
music.
to hear
Oh.
the rest of it. It's just the demo we played.
I'm getting the collector's edition.
I want the collector just for the soundtrack
yeah.
and the art book.
Art
and the
book, instruction manual. I haven't had an instruction manual in a game in
I don't remember the last time. I
what
had
30
one.
years? Like the fuck.
You need a tutorial for that.
Yeah.
You need an instruction booklet. You just need.
But they give you a digital. Let me stop.
yeah.
When you
When a
you
website
play,
that'll tell you how to play.
yeah. But when you play the game, it's funny when he said his picks. He said Castlevania 4, and he said Golden Axe. You can kind of
It's in
feel.
there.
You can feel
It's
that.
in there.
Feel
in
that.
Abathor,
It's all there. It's
And that's
all
the
there.
hardest thing to convey.
It's
Because I can make a game, it's going to look like garbage.
Right.
And it's going to play like garbage. Like, how do you make them jump the right way? I don't have the feeling. But if you can make the feeling of what your inspirations are and have it in there and seamlessly have it played,
that's a
that's when
dream
you
come
know
true.
you got something
That's a
and
dream
you can
come
work
true.
with that. Yeah.
That's
And it's
for
good.
Because I'll be like,
anybody.
yo, how come he shoots, but he can't put his arm
Yeah.
up? Like, there's no way I understand how to
And
do
that's
it.
not just for games. That happens in movies. That
Yeah.
happens for everything. Like when you
Yeah.
are coming out with something for people to see your influences in your work
Yeah.
and still,
And still make it yours, though.
still make it yours. No, it's a ripoff. It's not even
No.
remotely
No.
close
Yeah,
to that.
no.
You
Yep.
just see that it just evolved and turned into something that everyone would love, and it's
Yeah.
fucking awesome to see.
Like, if you play it as just the barbarian with nobody else on the screen, you'd be like, there's a Rostan scene.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But then you say, oh, but there's so much more to this game
Mhm.
and so many different characters, and then you can transform and all this stuff. It's
And all the
great.
history about Atlantis and all that, the names. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
this is a deep
That
ass fucking
actual
game.
history in there.
Passion project.
I
I
love
want
it.
to play the demo again, but with a different character now.
Yeah, he said it's
Now that he
different.
mentioned that.
Yeah.
Maybe show Kev how to use the ninja.
Damn.
Look, all right.
Maybe next playthrough, he'll be better.
No,
Switch it
I
up.
haven't. Look, I haven't played a game like that in a hot minute. Okay, I was like, all right, action platformer. You know, we usually do a lot of beat 'em ups, right?
Dude, I go back to Rostan
those
like
party sims.
couple times a year because of
Really?
the music. Because that first stage music, and it's throughout the whole game. It's like one song throughout
That's
the whole
one thing.
game.
Yeah, it's just like
Music is extremely important.
Yeah.
And
If
in
you get that right,
and in
that's classic.
Abathor,
Yeah.
Anima Flux,
Yeah.
Fallen City Brawl,
Well, a lot of
and
indies like Mad
Brave
indies.
Cave. All
Mad
four of
indies.
those have the
Yeah.
same thing. Awesome soundtracks.
Yep.
And we said it while we were playing it. Wow,
Yeah.
this music's crazy.
Some parts we stopped. I'm like,
Yep.
Oh, hold up.
What is
I
this?
gotta.
What is,
can't-
what,
I
what
gotta-
is this? What
I
is
gotta
this
keep
music
it-
right now? What is this?
The build up is. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh,
Love it. Love it.
it's really dope.
Shout out to the chat.
Oh, yeah, man.
Got Cafe Fox in here.
Oh,
Steve C.
We got Hove the Gamer. We got Brianna Lagozo. We have Joe Rad. We got Solomon McNeil. We got the White Tawana.
The white.
We got Mass Produce. We got Steve C. And I think that's it. For
And
now.
Not Cirque.
Not Cirque just popped
Not
up.
Cirque.
Oh, what up, Knots? Oh, and we got Paul C.
Paul C.
Paul C. Not Cirque.
Oh, we got
What's
a
going on,
live.
Not Cirque?
We got a live chat.
Yeah,
today.
man.
yeah, man.
Remember, hit that like button, y'all. All y'all.
Hit those like and
I was like, oh
subscribe
yeah, hit
buttons.
that.
And I'm glad everybody's
take
here
it.
now because we're gonna take a break. We'll be right back.
Yes, we're doing things a little out of order.
Gotta use the bathroom.
But we
man.
got
It's
the
so
interview,
bad.
and now we got to do a little break.
All right.
Hell
Right
yeah.
back.
But in the meantime,
Yeah, that keep you
we're
busy.
going to talk about that level 857 monthly game giveaway, right, Turbo?
Hell yeah, it's a level 857 monthly game giveaway for everyone out there who's never won anything in your life.
Wow.
We encourage you especially to go over to 857ent.com/giveaway for your chance to win something for once. And I love it. I think every single month we make a winner out of someone who's never won anything. Sometimes we make a winner out of somebody who's won something before, but, you know, it's still something special. It's still something special.
We got the link in the chat.
We got a lot of great games on here, you know, and we had some awesome guests so far over the year. And when these games come out, you know, it's like, you know, I like also, you know, having devs on after we play their demo and then the game's coming on, because when the game's released, we get to ask them for some free game codes so they can keep adding to the level 857 monthly game giveaway. So it's gonna, you can trust that the collection is going to keep growing, but we have some indie bangers on there already for those who still haven't won. Even if you have won before, we haven't had a repeat winner yet, you know, but it's totally possible to do it. You know, I just hit the randomizer and, you know, it does what it's supposed to do. And, oh man, I just told on myself. They now know it's me that actually presses the randomizer before a winner is cast. It could have been anybody else in the crew, but they now know it's me.
You just outed
Jesus,
yourself.
I outed myself, right? I should have kept myself in the closet. Anyway, I'm just talking about winning the level 857 monthly game giveaway. Yes.
Choc, from now on, we can't just like have him rant while we're gone.
Oh,
he
man.
just like mumbles about nonsense.
Since this is like the break area, what do you think is going to happen with Puff Daddy? You think he's going to
Dude, you better, I swear to God.
Oh my God. Oh God.
See, this is what happens. He wants to talk about nonsense.
We're going to have you know, we are going to implement in the near future a subscription-based membership, you know, for those who are, you know, inclined to do so. And we're going to have special discussions that we can't have during the podcast because, you know, this is a video game podcast. But sometimes, you know, we do talk about other stuff, like, you know, we can't stop talking about the Puff Daddy thing off camera. So, you know,
I no, you mean more like X-Men 97. You know, like relevant stuff that people want to hear us talk about, not nonsense.
we talk about Puff too.
No, you can talk about Puff all you want.
But yeah,
On your own podcast.
On your own podcast, on your own time.
No, we still, we wanted to go over the Castlevania Nocturne, and we wanted to do a review of
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, a lot of these shows that we saw, and you know our thoughts on that shit. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we've seen that, especially the X-Men '97. I mean, that's like something that like I think everyone that I spoke to, friends of mine at work, and who I haven't seen in a while, and I'll be like, "Yo, did you watch that?" And his eyes would pop up. He'd say, "Dude, that's one of the best things I've seen in television."
What?
Yeah,
X-Men '97. Yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah.
Bro, they made Cyclops like.
It's amazing.
Yes.
They made Cyclops like dope.
Cyclops was cool.
Cyclops
Rogue was a beast.
Savage.
You know, I mean,
Name Jubilee.
Jubilee got her
Jubilee
little-
got run.
Jubilee.
She got a
was
little
doing
shine.
okay.
Jubilee got run.
I feel like every character had some time to shine. I mean,
I agree.
I became a big fan of Nightcrawler in that series.
Bruh.
They did him very well. I
Bruh.
love
They did.
Nightcrawler. He climbed up the list of my favorite X-Men, even though Wolverine's #1. But like, I love
Nah, man.
I love Nightcrawler in there.
Yeah.
I think they did a fantastic job, and I can't wait for second season. And I
third
can't
one.
wait for someone to make a fucking game on this shit.
They already made one.
Another one.
X-Men Legends. X-Men 2.
Legends 3 is screaming to be made.
Nah,
I
they
know.
should make another X-Men arcade game.
You know what? I will only accept
Going-
that if it's done like Guardian Heroes with combos and like upgrade
Yo,
systems.
it's gotta
and
be
stuff
like
that.
that. I don't want it to play
I-
the way the arcade.
I don't
played.
want like a regular straightforward
gotta be
beat 'em
just
up
like-
because they could do so
free.
much. Like each character could do so much that like it has to have.
That's
some
what I'm saying.
RPG
Like, yeah,
elements.
you take the old. It was great for its time. The old X-Men
Nah, it
arcade.
wasn't.
But like, no, for its time, it was good. Come on, it came out during the Turtles.
Well,
thing
we
and
can't
stuff.
listen to Hater Jay.
It's
That
like,
was way better.
yeah, it's
We had
like
Turtles, we had Simpsons, we had X-Men. They
Simpsons
were all
is way
dope.
better.
They were all dope.
you
Nah,
need
we're
a
gonna
game that
fight.
takes advantage of the powers like the X-Men Legends series and the Marvel Ultimate Alliance series has been doing.
Rose straight up killed him.
That shit was amazing, by the way. I was on a gummy. I was on he came back
Yeah,
because
he
he.
did kill him.
But like the fact that she was like trying to,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like I was on the gummy
That was
watching
some-
that shit. I said, "Oh shit!"
That
I-
was some dark Superman shit
I
right there.
sympathize with her in that moment.
No, I was
though,
like, "Kill
man.
that motherfucker! Kill that motherfucker!"
He deserves.
I'm like, it's not right, but I understand.
No, I would be like, "That motherfucker's going right into that car." And y'all can give me that look all you want.
What was the? That was like a DC one where who dropped him down? Batman. Someone dropped somebody into a car in a DC.
Oh, that was Superman.
It was Superman?
Superman. It was a corny guy that was in some weird mech thing. He just dropped his
And he-
ass.
Oh, the
He
Tinkerer.
dropped
Or
that.
something.
Yeah, the Tinkerer. That sounds like the Diddler. See, that's why that dude just got
Wow.
murdered.
The Diddler.
Damn. I said, yo, he killed him mad quick. Good.
All right.
Get rid of some of these. Oh my god.
That's why it reminded me of Superman.
That's what Mega Man needs to do with Dr. Wily. See how I brought it back to
Dr.
games?
Wiley.
All right.
Dr. White has a slinky neck.
I think he was going to kill him in Mega Man 7.
Dr. White.
All right.
Yeah, I think it was going to something happen.
We have an announcement to make. Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
It's time for the Indie Game of the Week announcement.
Oh, baby.
That's right. That's the announcement.
Okay, excellent.
That's the announcement, damn it.
How exciting this is, yes.
And this week's Indie Game of the Week is.
I don't even know what it is.
I know.
Oh, man.
Okinawa Rush.
Oh, I forgot about you guys.
Heck
played this.
yes.
Yeah.
Heck yes, man.
Oh, no.
I remember this.
Hell yeah. Actually, you probably remember it better. Let me switch to the
to
Fighter Fridays.
To
that
our
we did.
actual footage.
Yeah, man.
I was like, that's not us.
We have to prove that we played
Yeah.
it. That's like-
Yeah, right? For
Yeah,
real.
no, here we go.
There you
Fighter
go.
Fridays.
Well, that's the multiplayer version.
Yes,
Oh, hell
sir.
yeah.
Heck yeah, man.
That's right. There was no puzzle features in that.
Yeah, no puzzles.
Nah, this is a straight up beat 'em up, man.
Violence.
It's like a side scrolling beat 'em up.
Characters move
Straight.
fast in this.
And
thing.
I heard the
Violence.
music was fire.
The music is really good. Very, very good music.
Straight.
And you guys didn't beat this, right?
Violence.
No.
I think they updated it after you guys played.
Yeah, we played this like really, really early on launch. And as a matter of fact, the developer, I can't remember the name.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor's
But
good for
anyway,
that. You look it up all the time.
they
Yeah.
they were actually watching the stream and they hit us up and
That's
were
right.
giving us pointers and stuff like of stuff that they were gonna fix and
I love it when they jump into the
yeah.
chats.
So we were pretty much like play testing it.
I got pretty far too.
What was it? The third boss?
I
I
got
think it
pretty
was.
far.
Think so?
I think it was
Like
like the
some
third
big
boss because
dudes.
there was one boss that we couldn't.
Some big dude whipped your ass.
Yeah, no, it was one boss. I was like, we kept running from side to side of the screen.
Wasn't there some hilarious dialogue? Because I remember I
Yes,
played the first boss, maybe?
Yes,
And he was saying some hilarious shit. And
This
then he
is a-
got killed in seconds.
this is a while ago that we played this too, man.
Like early level E57, maybe like year 2 or 3.
yeah, hold up.
Yeah, I think I think this was early. Was it on the Switch too?
Oh man,
I think so.
I think it
Yeah,
was a Switch.
this is on the Switch
I think
as
it was
well.
on the Switch.
Yeah,
Yeah, with
But
the,
YouTube is freezing.
yeah, dude, this is
YouTube
crazy.
can't handle the awesomeness.
I think we can't watch YouTube while like streaming on YouTube.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that makes sense.
Because I'm like, wait, you're hardwired. There you go.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, the weapons that they have, the nunchucks, the free. I forgot what other weapons they had in here.
This reminds me of a game you would see in the arcade. You're like, oh, what is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, what is this? Let me look.
It's definitely
Yeah.
arcade feel.
Yeah, like, what is this?
I think it was. I think the main problem with it was that it was more built for one. The camera was built for
Camera,
one player.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
they did update it
Right,
after
right.
this, though. I think
Yeah.
I updated a bit after you played
I'm
it.
sure they
Yeah,
definitely
they had some
updated it.
adjustments. Definitely. I think that's what the developers were talking about while you're playing.
Yeah.
But it's very, very, very fun. Pick up and play. Like we should
got
start
the-
using the term now. Start and kill.
Start and kill. Start and kill.
It's a very start and kill game.
Facts.
That's funny. No, yeah, because 2 players were shoehorned in after, right? The game came out.
You gotta-
man,
you gotta
dude,
stop saying
You
that.
can't.
You gotta stop saying
Damn.
that.
That's such a disrespectful.
That's mad disrespect.
Yeah,
I say
dude.
shoehorn because it was built for one player, and then they added the co-op layer, which is always a great thing, you know.
Just
Well, I
say
think
that,
they-
just say they
Oh, here's-
implemented it in later.
No,
Don't
here's the
shoehorn.
dialogue.
Don't say shoehorn.
I think the camera
That's
made
the
it look
dialogue
janky
there.
because on 2 players because it follows one person.
Yeah.
It's like X-Men 2 for the Genesis.
Yeah, I think if you played it on 2 different systems, it'll be better. If you had each your own screen,
Yeah.
so you won't get lost if it leaves you.
Almost like Bravery and Greed.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that would be the better way to play
Yeah.
multiplayer in it. But that's why it shines though, the multiplayer in this.
I think it only locks onto the first player.
And shout out to any dev that makes sure multiplayer happens in their game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big fucking deal, man. Big deal. Oh, so- yeah, my man got
That's a big deal
murdered.
right there.
My man
Me
got
getting murdered
murdered.
by a freaking
That was great.
That was booby trap.
That was definitely Al.
Yeah, no, that was me.
His ass
And then I got murdered.
it's the
Y'all
trap from
struggling.
hell.
Y'all struggled on the content.
Oh, I would have cut that footage in seconds. Like, all right, that's enough. Guys. You don't need to see any more of this.
But no, you know what? I kind of want to like watching this
try
gameplay
it
footage.
again.
I kind of want to go back to it and
Play it
and
again.
see what they updated.
Beat
and
that
how-
You'd be
how-
surprised what the updates do because I went back to a couple of games that I haven't played in a while, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, you guys added some stuff.
Yeah, indie updates they fix a lot.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
If they actually get to the update,
Yeah.
there's a reason why they did the update.
It's like Tunchi. Yeah, I have to go back to that.
Yeah.
So there's actually a few games I have to
Double
go back to.
Dragon Gaiden had a crazy update a year later. That was.
Well, the beat 'em ups nowadays, those updates are insane.
They are.
Yeah.
They're freaking
insane.
crazy.
Like a total new game.
Yep.
They wild out.
There was a.
They
It's
do.
gonna take a while to
They
load.
could have made a sequel with some of their updates, and it's just like, wow, this
But-
is crazy.
There we go.
Okinawa Russia.
Hell yes.
Okinawa Rush.
If you
Yes.
could play it 2 players, play it 2 players.
Shout out to So Kai Khan and Josh Prod. That's developer and the publisher.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's some old school beat 'em up action.
Hell yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
man,
that
this is-
official level 857 seal of quality.
Heck
Yes,
yeah.
Just for the
Not
hell of
Sega.
it.
Not
It's
Sega.
just
No,
for the hell of
that
it.
was an accident.
Just throwing Sega. for
My
the hell
finger
of it.
slipped. Sorry.
That's the
My
seal.
bad.
The
You can
seal
tell we're
quality.
Sega fans. Hell
All
yes,
right.
though. Great game. We don't put crap games in these
Watch the spikes.
in the game of the week. Hell no.
That's
yeah,
a
man.
life hack.
Moral of the story: watch the spikes.
Yes.
Watch the spikes.
Mhm.
Another shirt I did.
Spikes are bad.
Watch the spikes.
Start and kill,
Mind
man.
the spikes.
Al, is
Start
it
and kill.
is it time?
Oh gosh. No, not yet.
I think it is.
Not yet.
Time for what?
Is it time?
I'm ready.
Relax.
Is it time?
Relax.
Wow.
Ah!
Fine.
What?
It is time for the news.
There we go.
That is what we do.
Hell yeah.
Like that pose right there.
All right. Let's just jump right into the news and not talk about what Kev was doing.
Yeah, not at all.
Trevor was doing nothing. Okay. So,
I forgot the track, but it wasn't
Exactly.
It was
Yeah,
real-
exactly. It was nothing.
exactly.
Good.
So Atari acquires Intellivision brand, but leaves Disastrous Amico console behind. See, they can't wait to throw a freaking jab.
love throwing
It's so
shade,
funny
man.
because I
Every
read
article.
other. Let's try that again. Other articles,
Mm.
but they did not. They had like actual details, but
Right.
they had to throw in Disastrous Amico in there.
Yep.
Like, God, you guys just don't stop.
Yeah, man. Twist the knife, man.
Just don't
Twist the
stop.
knife.
Well, listen, this is what it's like. This is like if during the console wars of the 90s, this is if Nintendo bought out Sega 40 years later.
Yeah.
Because this is Atari and Intellivision. They were
They were the
battling
two.
in
Yeah.
the 80s.
Yep.
Back to back, like who's going to be the best, who's going to be the best. So had to have Atari actually buy the IPs of the Intellivision now. It was a shock. I didn't know.
Yeah, I was
who
like,
who
what?
knew that was even up for
You never know in the video game industry what's going on, man. Shit
Well,
just
you never
pops
know.
up.
Like Atari be popping up like, oh, where'd they get the money from?
Yep.
I don't know who's running Atari right now, man.
They do this all the time.
They even bought. Remember, they got
This is
did
the
an
first time.
Atari hotel.
I think
At
is that
one
how they
point?
got the money?
Yeah.
Like, how the hell
Was that a
did-
success?
I don't
Because
know.
they got-
Apparently.
they got
I don't
money to
know,
buy
man.
it.
Is it in Vegas still or something? I don't even know.
So according to this, it says Atari has acquired the Intellivision entertainment brand, including the rights to over 200 games,
Wow.
but not the Amico console. So they said the remaining Intellivision Entertainment LLC will rebrand and continue developing the Amico console, which has faced delays and financial challenges. So basically, they separated themselves from that particular product because they want the games and the IPs,
Right.
which is, that's business.
That's normal.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
No, they're just going to put out collections of the Intellivision games and maybe do some spin-offs or some new versions of them.
It's good for the fans, man.
Yeah, and if you were a fan back then, you're like, oh, wow, this is a dream.
You eat that, you
Right,
eat
this
that
is
up.
a dream, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how it'll do for, like, the new people who don't know Atari and Intellivision, but it's for a reason. They do it for a reason.
Yeah.
They'll bring out arcades, like a bunch of collections, any type of way.
Imagine a mashup, Pac-Man and
Yeah, I mean, they could do it. But what would it be?
I don't know.
Pac-Man and Pong. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
What
know.
would it
E.T..
do?
Pac-Pong.
Oh, Atari. That's
Oh,
Atari and
I know something I can think of.
It's still bad though.
No.
It's horrible, dude.
Yeah.
No.
But if they do anything like, you know how Atari had that 50-year anniversary thing?
Right.
Was it a 50 year? I think it was.
Yeah.
But that was a good collection. That was one of the best collections that's ever been released with all the historical stuff that they had in it.
Yep.
They might want to do something like that with Intellivision. I don't know if it'll hold up as well,
Mhm.
but they might do some type of collection like that too.
I always liked Atari's box art.
Yeah, I'm
It
sure.
was
Really?
misleading as hell.
Really? Really?
No, it was like no. I'm saying,
I
well,
did not.
the painted ones, the ones that were like airbrush painted.
You could never tell what the hell. the
It
game
never
was.
looked like the game
Listen,
ever.
Even the bad
Well, no,
ones.
some of them did.
Give me
Like
the bad
Pitfall.
ones.
Oh,
Some
that,
of
that's
them
not
had
that's,
the art
that-
on it.
that's not the ones I'm talking about.
You're
I'm talking
talking
about
about the
the
painted
one,
ones.
yeah, the ones that like
Yeah.
you're. It's like clickbait back in the day. Like
It's like when you go in the eShop and you see like an awesome thumbnail and you
Right.
click the game. It's like, what the
Yeah.
fuck is this?
How did you get
Yeah.
this from this?
I don't know. You guys misled me here.
It's like, did you play the game?
I got bait and switch.
But it says Atari plans to use the Intellivision brand as for the game rights and digital and physical distribution of classic games, as well as exploring the brand and licensing properties. Opportunities, my bad. Licensing opportunities. But yeah. And they'll continue to use the name Amico like it's an NFT.
That's
Like the second you
Yeah,
name
yeah.
it, it's like, stop it. But yeah, I've seen so many articles that just do that. I'm like, all right. Is that what you want? You want the clicks? You want the clicks?
You know what the craziest thing about the Amico is that as soon as you bring up the name Amico, it gets so much traffic. And it's the same
It's just for
people.
hits.
It's just the same people that keep like, if they're like, please, does someone bring up the Amico so I can make content about it?
You know how
About
many
bashing,
people
like,
jump
it's-
on a 3-year-old video and be like, how's this here? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, we did that 3 years ago.
Yeah, like,
no one's talking about
how
that
do you
right
guys
now.
feel about it now? Like,
This
how do
didn't-
you feel about
This
it?
didn't
dude?
age
Yeah.
well after 3 or 4 years. I'm like, what do you want? What do you want from us?
I'm not taking it down. It's like
Yes.
shit. It's like
Yeah, we're not journalists. We just report the news. Man.
Yeah, we just
What
talk
you-
about
what
it.
you
That's
want
all.
from us.
But, it's in the headline for the clicks. Whoever
Right.
did the article,
Right.
we know why you did
Because they got to throw that Disastrous in there.
it. You know how you did it.
You know who you are.
Yes. Listen, and like Atari buying Intellivision isn't big enough news.
Right.
Mhm.
Yes. But you know how it is.
Huh.
Moving on to the next.
All right.
New Astrobot game rumored to be announced in the next 2 weeks, or maybe a week now. It's like,
Yeah. This is
Well, they
like-
got the was it tomorrow? The state of play, right? I think.
I'm not sure.
I don't
the
know if it
exact
is
time,
tomorrow,
but
That's I
I
gotta
soon.
know
check.
it's the first week of June, I thought.
Yeah. So
But I'm not
that'd be
sure the exact dates of all these things. It's going to happen within the next 2 weeks.
Maybe next week. Maybe 2 weeks.
But it's a rumor, so who knows if it's going to be on there anyway. But
Yeah.
A new Astrobot game is rumored to be announced by Sony in their state of play. The game is expected to be a PS5 exclusive, and it may feature a desert area and a new character resembling a robot, Finnick Fox.
Yeah, tomorrow. That's the state of play.
Is it tomorrow?
Interesting.
Oh, it's
Oh,
a Thursday. It's
nice.
Thursday.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
so it is tomorrow.
I thought it was next Thursday, but I
Same.
guess it is. But all right.
That was a cool game. I remember you playing it.
Well, the thing about Astrobot, it was free. That was
Yeah,
the
it
first,
came
that was
with
a free
the-
game
It was
for
like
the
a
PS5.
throw-in.
It's
Like,
a
it's like
packing game that
I
came
still
with the
never played
PS5.
it. I still never played it.
Dude, it's
cool.
a legit
I gotta play
like
that.
full-fledged game.
I
It's a
hear it's good, though.
nostalgia. It's a nostalgia laden, like
Yes.
old school platformer, like Mario, like a
I
Mario
heard
3D.
platforms.
But it celebrates the history of the PlayStation.
If you
So-
are a PlayStation fan,
yeah.
it has so many
Oh my god.
Easter eggs in there.
Dude, everything.
I heard
Vita,
platforms.
PS1,
PSP.
PS2, PS3, PS4.
I heard platforms.
It's not
Chuck,
terrible.
you're
Hey,
the
man.
platformer expert now on
Jeez.
the channel.
Exactly. You have fun all the time in them. I don't
Yeah.
know why that's your
Puzzles.
gimmick.
You're playing
That's a
horror
gimmick.
games,
'Cause I
puzzle
wanna-
games,
He
platformers.
That's a
When he
gimmick
has to
for you
jump
now.
from
I
platform
want
to
to
platform.
break stuff.
Listen, Astrobot was like that. The one that was free, that taught you how to use the controller. It told you everything cool about the controller.
Yep.
So
That's cool.
Like the paddles on the back, like
Right.
if you're walking in the sand, you can feel
Yep.
the movement of your feet in the sand while you push the button. It's weird.
The
It's
haptic
weird.
triggers also like the
You can feel all the rumble.
can feel it, yeah.
And then when like you're climbing, you got to move the controller side
Yep.
to side while you move. Like it teaches you
Oh, that's
how
kinda
that
cool.
controller is supposed to be used.
the music
And
was dope too.
No one
No one uses that.
used the stuff
no,
that's
no,
in the
no.
controller like they did. That's
Yeah.
why everybody wanted it. And it's not a long game.
Right.
Maybe 2 hours.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 hours. I don't know. But it's not a long game.
No.
And that's the cool thing about it.
But you never thought that they would like do a sequel, right? Like on that, it was just
people
like kind
wanted them to make a full-on game.
of
We want a long game. No,
Right.
you don't.
No, you don't.
Just let them do what they do. We don't want a 10 to 15-hour game of that.
Knack 2. Let me stop.
Yeah, exactly.
So like
leave
a-
it,
like a
leave it for
5-hour
Knack. Leave it for Knack. Remember that game?
I can't believe that got a sequel, dude.
Yeah. Knack 2. Thank you.
Yeah,
oh,
Video game
Chad
donkey
wants,
with that.
Chad wants a horror platformer for Choc to play on.
Yeah, no,
Halloween.
I'm
Paul-
designing one now.
A horror platformer.
Paul mentioned earlier today Killer Clowns from Outer
Yes,
Space.
yes, I think that just came out.
Yes.
There's a
Yeah,
game
it's
for
like
that?
a Dead
Yeah.
by Daylight.
Really?
Yes.
type
Oh, we
thing.
gotta get Choc on
But
that
it's,
as soon as
it's
possible.
multiplayer, so we could.
Nah,
all
you can play
that
alone.
thing.
You
Are
can
you
play
afraid-
alone.
no, it's
Yeah, you
all
play
you,
alone.
bro.
That's all you, bro.
That's all you.
Are you
You
afraid
ain't
of
getting no
clowns?
help. You ain't getting no help.
You afraid of clowns?
You gotta play in the dark
No, I'm not afraid
by
of
yourself.
clowns.
That movie was sick though.
That was some disgusting shit.
That
That
movie
yeah,
was
man.
sick.
was sick.
That had one of the worst. Remember I showed you he flubbed the line? I sent you the scene where he was talking and he flubbed up a line and it just kept going.
Yes. He
Oh,
fucked
there's
it
a
up.
lot of
Yeah,
mess
yeah,
up.
yeah.
hell?
I love that. I
That's
love
such
that.
a. I have to go.
Are they the clowns? You hit their nose, pop their nose, they die.
I don't even remember.
I think so.
I
They would-
gotta
they would
watch
put
that
a-
again, man. I
they
only
put a-
seen it once. and
I
it
didn't
was-
even
and I-
see the whole thing. I just remember a lot of people getting put in these fucking sacks and getting
They
murdered.
put a,
Yeah,
they put
Cotton
a,
candy
yeah.
sacks or whatever.
Now they put a what is that silly straw
Yeah.
and suck all your blood out.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, it's
And they
pretty-
punched
pretty
someone's head
vicious.
off, right, into a
Yeah,
garbage
it's
can.
pretty
I don't
vicious.
even remember. I don't even remember that.
If they do that in the game, that'd be dope. It took them this long. Dude. That was in
I'm
in
sure
the
there's a
80s.
lot of Easter eggs.
Yo,
in
Paul
that.
sees that play together, Choc as a survivor and the four of you as clowns. Yo,
Yes.
that'd be great. Yo, we'll hunt
Yes.
Choc down.
We all hunt you down, bro.
Dude, that movie was bad.
We'll hunt
Damn.
this shit.
I
Choc
thought it
ain't
would be
going
fun to
nowhere.
watch again. That movie was bad, dude.
There's some
Y'all
things I
are
don't want to see
terrible.
again. I don't want to see a lot of things again.
Y'all
That's
are
But-
terrible.
Think
But
I'll
to
pass
get back to the news, Asobi team, the developer behind Astrobot series, has hinted at the ambitious project in the works. So even if it's not talked about next week, it's still been rumored to be in the works for a long time. Look at that. It's
No,
so
it's
No,
a,
this
it's
is
a,
a-
it's a, I
it's
was
so
watching it and I
clean.
said, this is a clean,
It's a full-fledged
looks
game.
like a
dude.
cool game.
What's cool about it was happy.
Yeah.
it made me happy to play. The
Yep.
music was happy.
The music was
Everything.
really
you know,
good.
everything we play on Sony is like dreary, dark, bloody.
No, it really
Right.
is.
Like
it really
it's
is.
always something. Always
mature
like
games.
Too much drama is going on.
Can I get a Mario
Look at
type
that.
game? There you go. Bam.
Look at
Look
that,
at that.
man.
Mikey B's in the building.
I would actually make this dude the fucking mascot.
I was
Well,
gonna
he's
say,
considered-
I
He would be a
think
cool
And
mascot.
he's pretty much the mascot. But
I
they don't,
think,
they don't really call Sony mascot.
Unofficial.
it looks like
mascot.
Mario put on a spacesuit. Oh
Yo,
no,
man.
it's
Yeah,
going
he
But this
was-
person,
He
this
should take
person
off
is
the mask and be Mario.
yeah. This
That'd be
person is
weird.
playing in VR though.
That's not. That's
Gets me
the
dizzy.
older one. The VR. That's the older VR one. But
Look
it's the
at that.
same. It's the same.
That's pretty
I'm
cool. I
getting
might give it a
dizzy, man.
spin.
You know what's funny though? I never opened the VR one. I have it for the PS4.
Oh really?
Mm.
Never
Yeah.
been.
I never
No?
even opened the.
Oh
package.
dear.
Well, it's considered one of the better VR
Oh,
games.
dear.
Though. Yeah, I have Moss too, which is considered a good VR
He
game.
said, "Oh dear."
Listen, it takes a lot to hook up the VR, man. It's like
There's another
90
podcast
wires.
topic.
It's like 90 wires.
Games you
What
owned,
want?
but you never played.
don't think-
JB alone on that.
No, I think I won that.
Damn.
I think I won that. I didn't buy it.
oh,
I think I won that at
Okay.
work. But yeah, we'll see if it's announced tomorrow.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
man,
What's the next
All
time?
right, hold up.
next time.
next news topic.
Next topic is another rumor, by the way.
Yes.
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 One that we've talked about many times.
Really?
Yeah, the Switch 2. Nah.
Ooh.
And I'm hoping it's true. Yeah.
That's
I'm
not the
hoping
Switch.
this
Yes.
is. I
I'm
think
hoping
this is true. I
true,
think
man.
it is true.
Resident Evil 0 and Code Veronica remakes reportedly in the works
Let's go.
Yeah.
at Capcom.
Yo,
Let's go.
where's RE5?
We don't need that.
Listen,
Not yet.
We don't need 5.
Well,
even
listen.
though I'd be happy about
the rumor before
true, though.
this,
It's true.
which was last week, was that Capcom was working on Resident Evil, another remake of the first one. So they had to come up and say, "No, we're not.
No,
Not at the
fucking
it.
moment.
They're gonna do it.
Not
They're
at the
gonna- they're
moment.
gonna
I'm pretty
fucking-
sure it's probably somewhere."
a third
Right.
remake.
But let me
They
see.
need to
the
stop
quote.
it. They don't need a remake of the first.
They got to put it in the same engine. It's not
don't
the
need
same
it.
engine.
Doesn't matter. It
That's
looks-
why.
It looks good the way it is.
The thing
now.
is, all right. As far
going
as
on, Hitstar
as
Studios?
far as remakes are concerned, with these two, 0, I actually enjoyed 0,
Zero needs it.
but 0 should be co-op.
Well, I'm saying
that
so
was
it needs to be
dying.
remade.
That
That's true,
was
yeah.
screaming
Yeah.
co-op, but
Yeah,
they
yeah,
just didn't want to do it or probably couldn't do
They
it.
couldn't do it.
If they did it this time around co-op, it could be
That's true, yeah.
really dope.
It's possible.
Because the item switching system,
That
that
sucked
was-
one player.
that was perfect for co-op.
Sucked one player.
One player's like, dude, really? I gotta leave this dude up here?
No,
I did not.
I played it one player. I did not enjoy it.
I did not.
I did not.
This-
I did not hit her. I did not.
I did not.
Stop it.
Sorry,
No,
sorry.
I
Bad
didn't-
reference.
I didn't want that remake. If they're gonna make it the same,
But thing is, I'm
they need to fix it.
no, don't do it exactly the same. I liked it the way it was, but it was missing certain things. But obviously, Code Veronica, dude.
If they were gonna both, it's surprising. But
Code Veronica.
listen, Code Veronica needs to be next.
It's arguably the best
does.
Resident Evil game in the
Ah,
series.
it's my favorite.
Arguably the best
It's
Resident Evil game in the series.
Arguably, Resident Evil 3, the real one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
So it needs to be redone.
Yeah.
And
5
that'll
is
be
my
awesome.
favorite, but Code Veronica was special.
It was.
Dude, I love that.
It was.
To me, Resident Evil 5 is like, your wife. Veronica's like the one that you cheat on your wife with. That you always have a special.
Are you talking
Yo,
about?
this guy.
It's like that.
listen
it's like
to this
that
guy,
Onyx,
bro.
It's like that Onyx song with Veronica, right?
Exactly.
Veronica,
It's Let me
Veronica.
chill with Veronica for a little bit.
Veronica.
It's a nice change up.
AKA
And it
cheating.
feels fresh. Come on, Choc, help me out here, man.
Sneaky Link.
Yes, thank you, Al.
Sneaky Link DLC.
That's what Chocolate said.
You say it all the time, and now you don't want to say it.
Veronica's not the sneaky link.
Yo, Kev's like, I'm quiet as hell. I don't like that analogy.
Oh.
Fuck that analogy. You trying to like...
Nah, I always tell people at the end of my stream, yo, tell your sneaky links, your side pieces. Nah, I need to tell them about the stream, son. I'm saying.
Yo, because Veronica does not have a number on it, it always is like the bastard child. No one ever fucking talks
Plus
about
it was
it.
crazy.
It was basically on Dreamcast primarily. It did come out again later, but that was the primary. Like that's the dual disc main system that it was on.
And they
But
had the guy there.
PS2.
Disc 2 was scratched.
Yo, look at
Found
Sasquatch.
out
He
later.
said, 5 got my girlfriend into chicks. Yeah, there we go.
Oh.
We love to see it.
Wow. So I guess that's not the sneaky link.
We love to see
She
it.
let you know about that.
We love to see it, son.
It starts studios.
But
Just saying.
listen, all these rumors that Capcom is doing right now, it just proves that one thing is in effect. Resident Evil is coming.
Yeah.
Because they were like 2 weeks ago, it was like Resident Evil 9 is in the works.
No, they love the attention, dude.
And then
they
were
talk
like,
about 9.
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil 1 remake.
And now
they
it's
talk-
0
they
and
love it.
Code Veronica.
They
And then
love it.
5. There is 5 in talks too.
That was first. That was first
Yeah.
a while ago.
Yeah.
So they
So,
love the attention.
Well,
If they drop it during the summer, if they drop, because they're known to drop a secret, like a sneaky. No.
You see?
Yo.
They're known
It
to-
gives you power,
It's in
too.
the, it's in the
They're known to drop like a trailer out of nowhere, out of the blue, and you're like, what? Because I remember I was like, what is this trailer with this rat? I'm following a rat. What is this? And it was Resident Evil 2.
Out of all those, to just mention,
Yes.
which one do you want right now?
Primarily Code Veronica.
You.
Veronica is next.
5.
You.
You know my answer, dude. Code Veronica.
I do want to see a 5.
I want to see a
because
5.
I
I'd like to
love
see.
5.
I'd like to see a 5 also, but
It's not necessary.
no.
But
It's coming. That's coming. That's
4 wasn't
I want
necessary,
Code
and I'm
Veronica out of the
sure.
way.
4 wasn't necessary, but it's awesome.
But
See,
I
that's-
want,
I
I
heard
want
it's
Code
awesome.
Veronica out of the way. I
See-
know they're working on 5. Don't worry about 5.
Right.
See, that's the thing. Veronica is a must.
It has
That-
to
no,
happen.
that is a must. That
Yeah.
has to happen.
That
Yeah.
needs to happen.
5 is my favorite of all time. And if they do that, of course, I'm going to be happy because it's got to be co-op.
And
So-
while they're at it, make 7 over. Let me stop.
Makes 7 over.
Yes. What's funny is
First-
that's the
Give
same.
it a
Third
third
person.
person
We have-
There you go.
DLC like
That's
8
still
got.
That's still the RE engine though. That's still what they're making all these games.
Yeah,
Can
that's
we
it.
get
No,
a Marvel
for-
vs. Capcom 4, please?
That's not part
Well,
of this.
That's not part of Resident Evil.
I don't care.
Well, if Capcom is good at anything, they're good at
Crapcom.
milking franchises, and
That's
Resident
true.
Evil is one of
I
their
saw
biggest.
a bizarre mention, finish the Ethan Winters story. How about
Yeah.
we just erase him from Resident Evil? Like, how about we just get
They
rid of
had a
him?
third
like,
party
remake
mode in that.
guys,
him
no
off.
The
personality.
third party, the
They
third
got
person mode.
I don't
They
even
got
know what he
Resident
looks
Evil
like.
characters in Marvel vs. Capcom.
Leave it alone. They don't even have Marvel license at all.
Shut
They
up.
don't have it.
Shut up.
Yo, Bizarre's typing
That's
angry right
Disney.
now. I could feel the anger. He's like, this motherfucker.
They need to talk to Disney.
That's
Capcom
Disney.
needs to make this happen.
Capcom used to work with Disney. That was
Yeah.
Nintendo days.
Yo, they were supposed to come out with a Marvel vs. Capcom 2. They were in the talks.
Don't worry about that. Moving
What?
on to the next thing.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
We'll do a whole podcast about
Yeah.
versus games.
Yep.
I'll be happy, all right?
I'm just
That'd be a
saying.
Resident
that'd be
Evil.
a 5-hour podcast.
I want to
Yeah.
see a trailer for a Resident Evil game, regardless of whatever it is. I want to see a new Resident Evil in the works now.
That's not third person. I mean,
That's
first
not
person.
first
That's
person.
not the
I
first
want,
person.
I want third person. I want third person.
How about
I'm
both?
with
I'm
you on
sorry,
that one.
third beer, guys.
How
my
about
bad.
both? Just give us both.
Who's Bo?
Both. Both. I said both.
Wow.
Who's both?
You're cut
Moving
off,
on.
dude. You're
Cut
cut
myself
off.
up. Cut
You're
myself
cut
off.
off, bro.
Cut myself off. I'm done. I'm done, y'all. I'm done.
Next
God,
news.
we
The next
got-
news is all you anyway.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yes. So we're doing
Yeah, I told you Bizarre's going to be mad.
MultiVersus relaunch draws many players and many complaints.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
the
sir.
Multiverse is a free-to-play brawler that made its return on the 28th. And despite the strong start, I think it had over What,
like
100
150
some
something
thousand?
thousand. Yeah, that popped on.
Congruent players on Steam.
See, there's something going on when it comes to these live service games that I'm just not crazy about because there's you got the Helldivers 2, which you guys played that plays amazing, but there's always issues that happen.
At launch,
Yeah, there's always stuff.
every
that-
single
Demand.
live
and it
service
always
game.
feels like the companies are playing from behind.
Well,
They
nothing's
release
smooth the
it.
first day. Nothing is smooth.
Never.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
never
always
smooth.
it's too big
So-
of a thing that they have to do.
So I gave, of course, I've had me and Turbo have played a lot of MultiVersus. We've played 1-on-1s, we've played 2-on-2s, and of course, there's tons of positives and there's tons of negatives. I'm not gonna sit here and completely
Go
turn
through
it.
the checklist. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to be like people online. As soon as there's anything negative, I'm going to pile on it. But obviously, the internet issues have to be fixed.
That's surprising that there's
Yeah,
stutters.
I
and
was
stuff like
actually
that.
very surprised because
There is?
when I did one-on-ones, they were fine the first day. They were
Yeah.
actually fine one-on-ones. Maybe an occasional skip here and there. And the one-on-ones played fine. But I felt like as time kept going on, like into the next day, with today, things started getting worse. And the 2-on-2s, me and Turbo tested the 2-on-2s today. There was a problem.
I thought that was Yo Noid.
Yo, it kind of did for a hot second,
what
right?
the hell?
It's Bugs Bunny.
For a hot second.
Wow.
Yeah, there was me and Turbo probably got dropped what, eight times? 9?
Well,
That's-
yeah, 2v2s. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
it just
we got
dropped.
dropped a bunch. There was.
It's uncalled for.
It was. Yeah.
It was a lot. It
But
was a lot.
is that the server or the opponent's shitty connection? Like,
Well, I thought the internet was the main thing they fixed.
Yeah, that's
Right.
a-
And y'all never got dropped back in the day.
It's supposed to be.
Not like that.
No, we got dropped, but this was
Not
worse.
like
This
that.
was worse. This was definitely
Yeah,
worse.
this was. Yeah.
I never seen stutters like today.
And people are saying it feels like a beta and this and that. I get it. No, there's some
They do have to iron out some kinks.
there's some things, but I think the problem is they focused on a lot of things that didn't really need fixing. Like the graphics, first of all, they look stunning. They look
Yeah.
great. Character models look great. I don't think that was a problem
Yeah.
originally. I
Well,
didn't
they
think,
moved the camera up.
Yeah, they moved the camera up and they
Just so you
slowed it
could
and
see
they
it.
slowed it down.
Yeah.
I didn't think the speed or any of that stuff was a problem.
Some people
So-
said it was a little too slippery.
Yeah, so those fixes I don't think were necessary.
I don't know if it's even too slippery. I felt.
I
like
think it feels fine now. To be honest, I
I
think it
thought-
feels
okay,
fine.
the-
I personally
The
think it's a
beta.
smidge too
the beta
slow.
was a
You
little.
think so?
fi-
Did you play it?
Yeah, I played it today.
Felt too slow for you?
Felt a little too slow.
Probably depends on who you pick.
I was
Did
Black
you
That's
try
right,
Adam.
everybody?
the same character, or you tried
I was
other?
Black Adam, the same character he felt.
Mm.
I mean, the movie wasn't that great. So
Wow.
that's probably why you didn't like it as
Damn.
much.
I gave.
The hype was good before the movie came.
I enjoyed the movie first of all. Second of all,
Play it.
But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that are a bit puzzling. I was a little puzzled
Well,
about
some of your moves got changed.
That was the number one thing I thought I was
Superman can't
I'm not even-
vertically throw.
I'm not gonna even sugarcoat it. I was deflated,
Mm.
and I'm still deflated from it.
That's your top character.
That's
too.
my top character, and
That's hilarious.
dude, I went to Diamond with this dude, and they took away one of my main things that I did. It's like taking away the Dragon Punch for Ryu and Ken. Like they took away the way I play pretty much, and I don't know why. And I was on Twitter, putting on certain chats and complaining about it. They're like, yeah, they removed it because it was they said it was broken.
Spammed.
They said it was broken. I said, wait. I'm like, no. So real quick, a lot of people use Superman's up grab on the wall because you could grab through. Like your hand would go through and you would snatch people very easily. This time around, they fixed that. So when you try to do the up grab on the wall, they move you a little bit off. So they already fixed that. And you could escape grabs this time around. So the fact that they got rid of the up toss and the down toss, I'm like, that makes zero sense.
because they
I
already made
can't
the
defend
adjustment.
I can't defend myself against quick characters when they're hopping around like crazy. I can't time my jump and throw them to heaven. I can't do that. I can
So-
grab them, but throw them left and right. What's the point of grabbing them at the top of the screen if I'm throwing them left and right? It
Yeah,
makes no
it's like
sense.
it doesn't make
That-
sense.
It makes Superman's moveset make zero sense. So I don't know if they're gonna fix that. I don't know what that is, but
They're basically forcing you to play as a new character
that's what it is. So
rather than your favorite.
but I'll tell you right now, Wonder Woman plays incredible.
Oh, she's awesome.
She is.
Damn, that's my character.
She
dude.
plays so fun.
That's who I used.
I love using Wonder Woman. She is a delight.
So
to
they
use.
improved her.
She's incredible. Arya is awesome. She's so multi-layered and complicated that if you learn her, if you, it's going to take a bit, but if you learn her, it's going to be, you know,
A problem.
It's going to be a problem. But Jason is awesome. Turbo, you were using Jason.
Oh, he's amazing.
He is an
Pretty good.
incredible
Stikz, you gotta
character.
use Jason.
I'm pretty good.
He is an awesome character. Joker
I like him a lot.
is an awesome character, but I believe he's cheap, and they got to nerf him. I got killed with 3 hits. I was at 64%. I said,
Jesus.
and obviously I'm not going to throw any names out there, but I was watching some YouTuber who claims that he's like one of the best in MultiVersus as the Joker. I'm the best in the world. He did the same 3 moves every match. that doesn't make you the best. What makes you the best? Spammer. Sure. I mean, that's what a lot of players are. They're spammers, but I mean, there was no skill being used. It was just, I just know this little exploit and they can't get out of it. And I watched like 15
Come
matches
on.
in a row of him doing the same thing.
Come
I was like, no, that's
on.
fucking. I call that ballless play. That's why I don't respect Shaggies. But
Damn.
other than that, I could tell there's a lot of love put in this game. It plays well despite all the problems. We still had a good time playing it.
It was just like our previous streams too. We barely lost. Like we lost a couple of matches, but we won most of the matches that we fought against. Last night too, every time I was Batman, I'm on the field with Batman one-on-one.
You haven't lost yet?
I haven't lost yet. I
wish I could say the same for Superman.
I have not lost. I like the way they. I like what they did with them. I like the dash moves. They added dash moves in there. That's really. They hit very well.
Yeah, the
and
shoulder tackle that Black Adam has is dope.
yeah, he's got a cool shoulder
Dash moves are
tackle.
vicious.
Wonder Woman's got kind of the same thing with his shield. Batman's got his. He had a low kick in the roundhouse before. They made that now part of the dash, so I had to like reprogram how it works, and he has a new low kick. So there's a lot of cool new stuff. The Rift mode that you're seeing right now, that's also pretty good. It's like an arcade.
That's the co-op mode, right?
It's not.
You can play co-op if you want.
Yeah.
You can
they
play
said
co-op.
they took out the co-op AI, but that's basically what the Rift is.
You know what it is though? It's like this is the thing, and I saw some. Eric sent me a list, earlier today, and I was like, you know what? I don't agree with some of the lists because I was playing a local game with my daughter against computer bots. So you can set that up. They were like, oh, you can't.
It's probably
set
a
up.
different way to do it.
They're like,
people don't know yet.
Yeah, I was like, they're like, you can't fight against bots. I was like, dude, I was fighting bots for a good half hour. It's just I'm
I'm
able
sure
to
they
do
just
it.
weren't people who suck playing online.
Well,
Damn.
I'll tell you something really funny because I'm glad you said that because there was something on Twitter. This dude said something. Yeah, nice game, MultiVersus hashtag or whatever. And you see him play. He's playing against a Taz, and I think he's Morty, and he's just getting edge guard, and he loses. And it's nothing cheap, nothing bad about the game. And everyone's like, dude, that's not a MultiVersus problem. That's a skill problem. What you talking about? And they're like, dude, just get better at the game. And everyone was trashing him. And
You're bad at the game, bro.
they're like, why would you put this video up when you know you're gonna get roasted? Like, there's nothing about the game that's bad here. You just suck at it.
You wanted the
Couldn't do it.
attention.
You're like-
He used to be the best in the world.
But like part of the list that the company Player First Games is aware of is obviously gameplay feels too slow. That's top.
They
of
can
the,
adjust it.
That's
yeah.
the top of the priority list. That's the thing about free to play
I
games.
don't think it plays too slow.
I actually
kinda
I
way
like
it
the
feels.
pace, but just speed it up a little bit. That's fine.
A smidge.
Just a smidge.
Maybe a
smidge.
smidge.
1 star.
People forget it's a free-to-play game,
Yeah.
and it's a live service game.
And
so
it's free.
it's free, and they're always
I'll
working
tell
on
you.
it. So every issue that like 6 months from now,
It's gonna be
guarantee
different.
It's gonna be a different
It's gonna
game.
be a different game.
So
Well-
just keep that in mind.
Be patient.
One
Yeah.
of the things that people are really mad about is the new economy system and how you pay for things in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They made it more like Fortnite. They made it with the rip-off extra $2 pass under what you need, so you got to pay another $5 to get the 2.
I mean, it makes
So,
money.
And that's what they do.
That's
with
what
the
you have to
game.
do for live
That's the
service.
business model
That
for that
sucks.
type for that.
I do
style.
wish if it was $5, you pay $5. I wish. But I had to pay $12 for one outfit that was $5 in Street Fighter.
Yeah.
So they make you pay more,
It's
and
like
then you
a
got to do it
casino.
again and keep going.
Yeah, yeah. You
So
gotta
I got
buy these
$3 I
coins.
can't use.
Yeah.
I got to add another $5.
Right.
So yeah, that's.
I
What
mean,
they
do it with a lot of stuff. They do it with the Nintendo points. They do
But
it with
they
a lot of
added
shit.
3
man.
different tiers, and they said in order if you don't have to buy characters in the game, obviously, because
Right.
you can play and get them for free.
And get
but
the
it takes
fighter
longer.
gems. And
If
get
you
them
wanted it
up
right
and
away,
Mhm.
the game is $135
Yeah,
to get the characters on day 1.
Be patient.
that's for the rich people.
That's
that
a
can
lot
afford
of money, though.
$135.
I'll tell you one thing.
135.
Impatient rich
That's
people.
not
That's what
for-
it's for.
That's just for the characters.
I'll tell you right
That's
now.
not for
That's
any
a lot.
outfits. That's not
still
for
a
the
lot.
music. That's not for
The
anything.
thing is, my complaint, which I read someone else's complaint, and I'm like, no, they make a good point. Is don't take away the things that were good,
Mm.
and they took away the stats. Remember? You beat someone, there's
When
no
you beat them,
stats.
they don't have it
There's no
anymore.
stats. Right
That's
now.
crazy.
I'm like, they'll probably
Maybe
implement
they
that
need to
when there's
fix it,
ranking.
though.
Maybe when there's ranking, they'll do that.
Yeah.
But so I'm not gonna harp on that too much. Also, when you're training, you can't select characters that you didn't buy.
Yeah,
So
that's
you-
one thing
you-
they were mad
you
about
c-
too.
you
'Cause
gotta
used to
bring
be
that.
able to
Test
used to
them
be able
out.
to do it.
Test
If
them
they
out.
never did it, it wouldn't be a complaint.
Yeah,
But
that-
the fact that they had you be able
have
to
to.
train and practice with
you
those characters,
have to do that.
I think what they give you 5 now
Just barely.
to start with.
Yeah, I mean, I bought Black Adam. He's still there. I
But
bought-
you already played the beta.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you
yeah.
if you didn't play any, you came to the game.
Yeah, you would
it's
have
only
like
5.
Shaggy.
Only 5 characters.
Yeah, it's not many. It's just
And I think I don't know when was it weekly? They trade out. a
yeah, they
character?
like 4 or 5. They do a
They
every-
rotate
Yeah.
3 free ones.
But you can't train.
I
with
have
your characters now. It sucks.
something that I just read from this article. You guys can check it out yourself if you want. But if you look at the IGN articles have a comment section right on the bottom.
Man.
So obviously everybody's piling on. They're just crapping on this game, right?
But it's IGN.
So it's IGN,
I
right?
crap on IGN.
So I'm reading the comments because I'm curious. I want to know what people are saying, and obviously everybody's piling on. But there was one thing is like a needle in a haystack. I found one comment is buried deep, in all the freaking all the negative comments. Let me read it here. I was like, what the hell?
It probably says,
Damn,
but
I
it's
already
fun.
lost it.
Exactly what it says.
That's exactly what it said. Yeah, it was along those lines. Yeah, hold up.
I like it.
I
though.
just
it's
ran
like
into
I
it.
I
just think people can't get so used to what it used to
What the
be.
hell?
And the fact that you do remember what the beta was, you want it to be the beta again, but they did change stuff.
Yeah, they changed
obviously they shouldn't change what worked.
I
do agree with that.
Don't change the stuff that people liked. Keep those, add on to it, and the thing about it being free to play, you could always change. You could always evolve, and that's good.
You don't want
And-
people to drop off playing it though.
Exactly. But the fact that you could still have me and Turbo still had a ball. We still had a good time playing the game. We were laughing,
And
whatever.
a lot of people
Oh,
are
we got
just
some
now
fast
playing it.
those.
I
Yeah.
lost the
A lot of
comment,
people
yeah.
are just now starting to play though.
But
Yeah.
the thing
First
is,
time.
those people, if they leave, they are easy to get back. You fix it up. Oh, we got Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Okay. Shut the fuck up, and you're gonna come back. And those
But as
people
a
are
live
easy.
service though, you have to keep your play count up.
Yeah, you do.
They got to do stuff.
You
to
gotta keep your loyal,
everybody playing.
your loyal people, your pros. You gotta keep them happy.
Like if they pissed everybody off with something they did, I don't know what they got to do. They if they want to stick with it, if they're still gaining players, that's fine. But if they're losing everything, they got to fix them.
Just fix performance,
But they can't be
Priority.
Rushed. They can't be rushed into anything either, though.
characters and stuff. You know, my complaints about Superman. Wait on all that stuff. Fix performance online.
Yeah,
That's priority
but
number
that usually
one.
takes about a week. On a live service, on a release, it usually takes about a week
It
or
takes,
a week and a half,
Be patient,
and then it should be
Live
smoother.
service online. I knew it was going to be like that, though. I'm like, it's not
because
easy
everyone's
to do.
waiting like a
Yeah.
bunch of hounds, and
But
I
when
get
they do
it.
that, that's when they release Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
Dude, I can't find this damn comment.
you
man.
said it was
Look,
a needle.
you know what's crazy? I
It's a
saw
needle
it
in a
right before I
haystack.
tried
Because
to
they
bring it up.
deleted it off of there. No positivity on there.
It's just buried in this freaking
They don't want no
sea of freaking
I
negative
think you're lying.
comments.
I think there's no positivity on
That's the
IGN.
thing. That's
There's
the
no
thing.
positivity
It was
on IGN.
I think it's Reddit is linked to their.
It's linked to
their shit.
negativity.
I believe
That's
it's
what it
Reddit.
is. But thing is,
damn it,
I'm
I
not.
think if you clicked
It
that,
was
would've
such
been
a good
virus.
comment because
It would have. It would have been a virus.
Yeah, exactly.
It was such a good
But
comment.
I'm
'cause
not gonna pile on. I'm not gonna shit on it. It's a live service game.
Yeah.
Just came back after a year hiatus. They
They
made a
got some
lot of
work.
changes. They have a lot of
Work.
plans for the future.
a lot of work to do.
Let them work. Let them
Patience.
cook. Be
You gotta have some
patient.
patience.
Play some other games in the meantime. You know, fuck around with it in
found
the
it.
meantime, and that's it.
You just need a patience out.
No, I think the rifts
Found
are
it.
fun. I want
Let
to
him get this
unlock
thing. Let him-
Agent Smith.
Let him get this
Found
before
it.
he loses it again.
Go ahead.
Found it.
Go ahead. Do it.
I have to
Say-
highlight it so I don't lose
say- do it.
So
Get the
that's it.
comment out.
Having a ton of fun with it. Just Reddit being Reddit as usual. Recommend staying away from it when it comes to playing games you actually enjoy. Best
Oh
comment
no,
I've
it's,
ever read,
it's
man.
the truth.
It's a lot of fun. I recommend.
Shout out
yes.
to
It is a fun
Tranquilo 2914.
Yeah, it's a fun
out.
game. It's passion behind it. Let them
Free to play.
work. Let them cook, and it's free.
Stop complaining about free.
If you're complaining and you spent money, stop spending money and wait.
You can unlock the characters by playing the game.
Stop spending your parents' money because you know it's your parents' money.
How much was it?
Damn,
How much was
bro.
it when you first bought all the characters on the beta?
I didn't spend shit.
No, I'm saying
Exactly.
if you were to buy all the characters.
With I
Wasn't it
don't,
like
I
it was
honestly
like
don't
80
know.
bucks,
I
right?
used the in-game currency and they were like 5,000
but then
gold.
they have like
There was a legacy tier
a thing for
thing.
like
a
80
legacy,
bucks.
you pay $100 and you get a
100
whole
bucks.
bunch
Right.
of whatever.
Right.
Okay.
And I thought about it too. I was like, yo, that's a lot of points. And I'd love to unlock characters as they come out. But I was like, let me wait. I was playing the game and I made so many points. I just kept unlocking people as I played.
Yeah, I'm not in any rush unless
Yeah.
they put out the Thundercats, and you're gonna see my money fly out of my pocket.
Gone.
In seconds.
They try and make everybody spend at least $200 on your free-to-play game.
I
That's the
unlocked
crazy
Harley
part.
today for like I had 1,000 Gleamium because my daughter was like, I want to play. She's playing Wonder Woman. I want to play her. I was like, well, she's locked. I gotta pay for him. And I was like,
You hardly spend anything.
she's like, I want to play. She was like starting to make it fit, and I was just like, all right. I was like,
Fine
oh.
it, boy.
I was like, I have enough Gleamium, so I just used it. I had
should
to
have
pay
said no.
Damn.
You do not.
You're gonna
whine
use
about it.
Wonder Woman.
You're gonna use.
They're gonna
Wonder
use
Woman.
the
You should
female
have told her
character
you,
that's
you
there.
can unlock her.
You keep playing and then you
Keep
do
playing
that.
and you'll unlock.
I'll let you try to be a real gamer.
Make sure she don't see that game no more. She gonna see a lot of things in there. She's
I want
gonna
that
be like, yo,
costume.
I want
This
this,
is how
that
Fortnite
costume.
works.
Oh, she's gonna go crazy.
This is
on
how
that.
Fortnite works.
Yep.
No, she switches back to Street Fighter 6 also. So it's
She
like,
plays Street Fighter 6.
What?
Yep.
she likes Lily and Kimberly. She plays it on dynamic, so she keeps hitting buttons and it just
And it works.
fucking does.
Oh, yeah.
And
She
you lose.
beats. No, I lose. That's what I'm saying. Like, no,
Wow.
she'll
Wow.
beat. If I let her win, like, I have to play her real to beat her. Like, I can't. Like, I have to play her like I'm playing a pro.
That's why it's in there.
I'm like, cause I'm like,
She's 4, right?
Wait,
she doesn't defend. She'll
how
keep
does she
hitting the
take
button.
losses?
She doesn't like it.
Oh, she's like her dad.
No, well, she's like, no, well, she'll be like regular. She's like, you beat me or whatever like that. But it's just
And then
like,
she'll toss that
The
controller.
controller's gonna get
She
thrown
knows
against the wall.
dude, she knows better. She'll eat her Cheetos. She can't even grab the controller after the Cheetos because it's like, you better wipe your hands. It's like, you're not touching my controller with those greasy ass hands. I was like, wipe your hands before you touch my
She'll
controller.
take after her dad.
Oh, yeah, for real.
Right.
Kev's like, you gotta lick them fingers.
I learned it from watching you.
She tried.
Yes,
She's like, Dad, they are clean. She's like, I was like, no, you better wipe them.
That's like you. That's you.
You gotta get that freaking fried chicken grease controller.
Yo,
The Xbox controller that can handle that.
yo, that's nasty.
That's a real thing still. That's crazy.
But yeah, real quick, y'all stop complaining.
Yep.
Be patient.
Yep.
Be patient. Let the boys cook.
Give it like a
Alright.
month. Give
Let
it
them
like a month.
cook.
Give it like a month and change, and you're gonna see a lot of changes. Trust
But
me.
it's fun now. You know?
Let
Keep playing though. Keep playing.
them cook.
Stop being impatient. You didn't pay no fucking money for this game.
And Jason is crazy. When he puts somebody in a duffel bag
Oh.
and he swings
No,
it
it's a
around,
sleeping
throws them
bag.
away.
It's not- it's not- it's not a
Little
duffel
duffel
bag.
bag boy.
Wow.
It's a sleeping bag.
Never watched the movie.
Sleeping
The
bag
Wonder
boy.
Woman Jason combo, I'm digging.
Oh, that, yeah.
That's a cool.
We're
funny-
killing people.
That was-
So that's
freaking-
that's the duo they're gonna see on the channel.
Yeah, they're
Well,
gonna
those-
see.
I'll still play Superman.
It's
I still like
MultiVersus.
Superman, but
You just gotta.
you won't
adjust.
see him in first.
You
You
just gotta
won't see him
adjust.
one-on-ones. You won't see him in one-on-ones.
MultiVersus Maniacs is back.
It
Yeah,
is
no,
back.
yeah, it's back. Yeah,
It
oh,
is
yeah.
back.
It's gonna be back, yeah.
Yeah,
It is back.
Probably on Sundays, but it'll be back.
he'll be back.
All right, and that's the news, y'all.
That is the news.
Hell yes.
And that is the show.
No, it's not.
It's like it's the
Wow, we still got to
We
talk
have
about the games we played. but
another segment.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
we
It's
talked about
not-
one game we
Yo, he
played.
said that's the show. It's like, no, it's not.
Well, that's usually how we start the show, man.
I mean, we
So
talked
that's how
about
we end the show.
we talked about one game we played
Exactly.
just now.
So I thought that was it.
Bazaar said that cook blew out my speaker.
Oh, my bad, man. My fault.
Yo,
Now I
damn,
gotta edit that low.
killing people's ears and speakers, man.
But the cool thing about MultiVersus, they won't have no, bitches flying around like the dude from what was that fucking that Square game, Sora.
Oh,
the
that
bitch
dude.
ass Sora.
Oh yeah.
We won't have no bitch ass Sora flying around.
Damn.
Possible, man. They could add him.
Bazaar's like, I've had it.
They could add him. They'll find a
Alright.
way. Disney will buy WB.
How did you guys do with Mario Kart this past?
Oh, that was
Sunday?
dope.
Oh, that was actually
I got cheated the entire time.
That was actually a lot of fun. Shout out to Mikey B's. He was actually putting in work in his downtime.
yeah. He
It
got
was
some
actually-
first
Yeah, he
place.
got some first place.
He's got some first
Yeah, he was doing
placements
good.
during there.
Yeah, he's nasty at the game, man.
You know what? I wish they'd do this. Like give more options for the tracks. I don't understand.
Yo, why don't they do that?
They-
I don't
they-
understand. We got
they
like
give
the
you, like,
same
5
15.
selections.
It was like 15.
Yeah, there was like
Can it be adjusted?
There's got to be an
Has
option.
to be. I gotta like look it
I'm
up.
sure
or
there's a
something.
Could
way
they
to
have
do
it like
that.
you can set your own weapons? You can't set the stages to pick.
This game is
Really?
always. Oh, I blasted shit out Choc there. So that.
Pause.
This game is
Bro, I was
always a
getting-
lot of fun.
I was sabotaged the entire stream, bro.
You remember how I got
The
first
entire
place at the
stream.
end though? That was a
If
shit.
somebody
I
just
was-
fell.
I was
somebody fell
scumbag.
again.
No, dude, I
Trash.
was terrible on that track.
I was getting sabotaged the entire stream.
You got first once, right?
Entire stream.
You got first one? No.
No, I think you got.
Someone stole it. I remember you were.
I don't think that face says first at all.
No,
I did not have any first place. I think the closest I got to first was third place.
Turbo won a bunch. Mikey got a bunch. I got a couple.
Third place is good.
Murdered.
Third place is
But
good.
the funny thing is, I won at the end because I was lurking. I was like second. I was third, and my points were high. When y'all were dropping, and I caught up, and then I got like first place at the end.
How many people joined in?
It was like
on the
6 of
race?
us.
Okay.
It was Captain Crunch, Choc, me, Turb, Mikey Bees.
Yo, Captain Crunch is a Mario Kart scumbag.
Yeah.
Oh, he was just targeting you.
Mario Kart slime, bro.
They were playing. They were playing from the same system, and I heard him yelling in the background. Shit was funny as hell.
Oh yeah, you can see you. He can see you right there.
It was terrible.
So game's always fun,
Mikey
dude.
Bees is foul. He'll be in front of you. He'll slow down just so he can hit you.
Yep.
So I was like, oh, he's scumbag.
That's he's playing like you.
Well, he doesn't know how to shoot stuff backwards.
No, he does. He does.
No, but he'll have like a red shell. Like, you don't want to shoot that
You got to
backwards.
stay in
You
second
can, but you don't
place.
want to.
You got to stay in
Doesn't
second
home.
place to
That's
get the blue
somebody.
shell.
That's somebody who's been playing online and knows how scumbags play.
Yeah.
Yup.
When you play online, you play like a dirtbag
Yeah.
because that's how people
Facts.
online play. They play like dirtbags.
Play to win.
By any. Oh, someone got blasted right there.
It's probably me.
Oh,
Yeah, it's probably true.
that was expert gameplay. Y'all just
Not
saw
really,
right
not
there.
really. No, it was
And what I
terrible.
really want to know is how did the Double Dragon Zeebo?
Oh yeah.
Double Dragon Debo.
No Zeebo.
Zeebo was the shit.
Zeebo.
So we got to finally play this like hidden game that was
Brazil.
didn't exist. It didn't exist until like last week. Because it was
Until-
only,
yeah, no, for real. Like
it was only digital, and it was figured as a lost game for the Zeebo from Brazil. And they finally got the emulator to work, and one of the first games they got to work on it was Double Dragon. I was like, word?
This game looks tough. It looks
Oh no,
crazy.
those characters, whatever. But
Mr. Seuss.
henchman
game,
giving you
the
work,
animation,
The animation looks
the
great.
art,
Beautiful.
the
Animation's
art, the
beautiful.
animation, and the gameplay of this game is pretty dope. It's one of the top Double Dragons.
It feels very good.
You cannot turn off like the,
Friendly fire.
the hits. Yeah, the friendly fire is always on.
Jake,
Oh,
Jay was killing me.
you
friendly
act
fire.
like
Jay,
you
Jay,
didn't hit
Jay,
me.
Hit you like twice.
Bullshit.
Jay hit me with a knife. He hit me with like a knees to the stomach.
is that like when we played Final
Final fight. That was the same
and we
shit.
kept getting hit?
Jay hits me with a knife every time we play. Beat him up.
One time.
Yo.
And you know what the funny thing is? It's unintentional, but if you look at the footage, it looks
Yeah,
so
it looks
intentional.
like it.
I'm like, dude, it looks like
Well,
you're
the
all
sprites are so
plotting
big,
the
too.
entire time.
Learning to control.
It's hysterical. It's
But
like,
we were
there-
trying
there
to
it
do
goes.
juggles, and we would run into each other's hits. So
You got
know,
space.
but you
Yeah, we had
can't
the
juggle.
space.
Yeah.
You can juggle in it.
Well,
It's
Final
pretty
Fight, I understand because the sprites are so
Well, it's not
They're
supposed
large.
to be 3 players. That wasn't even supposed
And
to
it's
be
3 players?
It was
like,
never 3 players.
No,
Final Fight.
it's
Not
not.
even
They-
arcade.
That was a
they-
hack.
They
That
just
was a
forced
hack.
it.
They
because
forced
it
the
for
parts
the-
are big.
And you're not supposed to be on the screen.
It's crazy.
Too
But-
many
We
dudes.
finally got to play Zeebo. It wasn't a difficult game. We got through it pretty simple. I mean, did we almost die at the end?
No, we had like two-
we
we had two-
murdered.
we had two-
Willie,
oh, he
or
got killed in the
Jeff,
corner.
whatever you want to call him.
He got murdered in the
He
corner.
got. We were laughing it up, and then we had to fight each other at the end. I don't know how I won. but-
You cheated.
Bullshit. I think because you stopped.
You know, no, I
cheating
got
for a
cocky
second.
as hell because I caught you with the cheap bat thing, and I'm like, I got one more hit to kill you. Then I'm like, yo, why did I like sleep on him? And I got caught on
And then I jumped, you missed, and then all of a sudden you died.
You know
I
that's
was
the
like,
worst
word?
end
here
in
we
Double
go.
Dragon I've ever fucking seen. You
Oh,
know,
that's
it sends
crazy.
the worst message,
see what
right?
happened?
Two brothers,
Jimmy
right?
Lee.
Two brothers are like going to save someone's girlfriend, one of theirs, and then you fight each other for her. What kind of
Right.
horrible message is that?
Right.
Yeah, I
It's the
get
worst
that.
shit ever.
Yeah, I get that.
Someone has to go get it.
I can't share that.
I'm glad that
I get that.
I'm glad that shit changed in part 2, 3, and whatever. Because I'm like, that's the worst message, dude.
So Jimmy got that girl.
Yeah,
She
apparently
came out the door. She wasn't hanging on the wall, at least. I don't know. She was just
she was chilling in the back
She
on the
was chilling.
couch.
She had
eating
big ass
grapes.
hands. She had giant hands.
She had big ass hands. She had
But
man
then-
hands.
But then we went on to play Double Dragon Advance after that.
I never played this version.
And listen, Double Dragon Advance is still.
It looks dope.
I get addicted to it. Like we had to get used to it because coming from straight from
Debo.
Zeebo
It's all
was
different.
rough.
They're
The controls
all
are different. Controls are different.
It's old school
But-
controls.
Once we learned, we were getting up. We were doing combos. It was crazy. We would, like back and forth. Easy.
The double, the uppercut into a
uppercut
yeah.
knee, but
It
you
was
could
cool.
do that
My
directly on a character when you're
My
fighting
first
them.
time playing it. It was cool.
And once we were getting used to it, we were like, oh, this is dope. And then we got murdered in seconds. And I was like, what happened? What happened? We lost. Look at that. That was dope. But we lost all our lives in seconds. But the thing about this game, I think you would like it more if it didn't glitch. It glitched twice.
It did.
It glitched twice. I think you knocked the enemy off the screen.
And that bastard wouldn't jump
and
back over.
he wouldn't jump over the water, so we were stuck on the screen. And it wouldn't progress. And both sides were water, so we just kept jumping in the water.
Oh, damn.
So we started it again, and we were like, oh, we're ill now. We got the timing down. We got the combos. This is ill. And then we got murdered on the first stage by the boss and some, like, just nobodies. And then we got better again. We weren't dying. And like, all right, this is cool. This is cool. There's a part where it automatically makes you climb the mountain, right? And this the actually there's a short.
That run cycle. That run cycle.
I put the short on Twitter where we both tried to time a jump, and it went similar to that. It went similar to that.
The run cycle's hilarious.
Well, it was stuck. Yeah, we were done.
But
That's
Al,
great.
if you could fast forward to the end of the stream, you could see how our stream ended.
I saw it. I was
Very,
like,
it ended very sus.
We were killing it, and then all of a sudden, it took control of the game. But we grabbed it because if you grab the character, they hold him in a full Nelson, right? Yeah, at the very end, like right before the finish, right here, like after we. Yeah,
Yep, that's it. That's the end.
So
wait, that's the end.
That's the end.
So
No.
It froze.
Since it auto makes you
So it
climb.
goes, all right, so I'm gonna let it play out.
Yeah, right here.
Go ahead.
So we were killing shit, and then it automatically makes you climb. But we grabbed each other because we were too close, and he puts him in a full Nelson, whatever.
Right.
And he took control of the game, froze the game.
Yep.
Just the
So
grab.
the timer stopped.
Oh.
We were frozen.
Because it automatically moves you to
Yeah.
go up the.
It's supposed to make
that
you
ladder.
climb.
Oh my God.
And then it just made us become mad sus.
That weapon is the best.
And it
Yo.
and it
Look,
froze.
look,
Each other, yo.
Look,
froze.
time 70, it stopped, frozen. And look, that's how it.
And then we saved the game.
Right.
So when we load the game, they're still doing the same
Yep,
thing.
mad sus.
So
Wow.
if they never fix these glitches,
Right.
always save at the beginning of each stage, so you can at least go back.
Yep.
No
We
We
shit.
should've
did
done-
not.
should've
We did
done
not
that.
do it. Even when we found out.
That's a good
Even
point.
when we found out you could save.
That's a good point.
I was like, this mother.
we
First
were-
time I played a game.
We probably wouldn't have beat the game. We weren't doing that great.
We were,
We lost too many
we were
lives.
laboring. We were laboring.
In the water stage, we would have died.
Yeah. We didn't even get there yet.
And there's something about this port.
Yeah.
I think that there is a slight delay in the actions.
Well, yeah, because there's different frame rate on the.
Because on the Game Boy Advance,
on
it
the
plays
Game Boy,
better.
Right.
There's no lag. In this, there was lag. So that's why when we went to jump, we both went right in the water. Right in the water. It was hilarious.
That was everyone got a
Yeah.
kick. I said that to mad people. They were dying because we planned it and we just ran
and
and
we were
died.
silent.
Emulators, man.
We ran right into the water and was silent.
Damn.
And we're like, that's
It's always
garbage.
better on original hardware, man.
And the funny thing is,
Serious.
I still got to formulate a list of the best Double Dragon games.
Oh,
I
yeah.
still
I
hold
played so
that.
many.
That one is the one I can never get through easy.
That's a
beaten
difficult
it.
game.
I've beaten it, but
difficult
that game is not easy. And there's an extra stage at the last after the last boss. I'm like, this is rough.
I still don't know what my favorite is. I'll be honest, but I'm zeroing in.
Those two are pretty similar.
On
I think that
on like
Zeebo
three. They're
Advance. I think
close.
Advance is a better version of Zeebo.
I think Zeebo looks the best.
It does look- that art is
love
cool.
the way it
the
looks.
artwork looks
It's
good.
unique,
And the animation,
but
too.
overall it does look better. But obviously, Double Dragon Advance looks like Double Dragon 1.
Right.
Like that's the character, except for my hair. The
Jimmy's hair
was
is terrible. It was terrible.
Jimmy's hair was terrible. So that would give it a point lower. But the gameplay,
The sprite work is nice.
very
though.
similar.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
they,
right.
they play both great.
You can
Great
jump
games.
on and punch him in the face. All that stuff is in the game. But I would like to get through it. Like actually get a good playthrough once. Just once. I want to play it again.
Hey, man.
But yeah, it's dope. That was Double Dragon Day. And the layout was still Double Dragon Gaiden. But
Hey,
you know
it
what
worked.
it is.
It
You know what it is. At least it was Double Dragon.
It
Double
worked.
Dragon, though.
Yeah.
Still
all
read
that
the little
matters.
words.
It worked.
That's the best that it was a little words. I'm
Yeah,
like,
you
y'all
couldn't
can't read
notice
it.
it.
Y'all can't read it.
Nobody came on and was like, this isn't Ninja. This
Yeah.
isn't Ninja Gaiden. No, this isn't Double Dragon Gaiden.
It's definitely not Ninja Gaiden.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. But that was
Oh,
that.
man.
It's fun though.
So I'll be quick on this one because, guys, I have to admit, I'm tired of talking about this every week, man. I'm tired of talking about Blasphemous 2. Beat it.
Yeah.
Fucking
It's time.
this game,
Trying,
bro.
man.
It's time.
This game.
I love it.
Listen to me.
I
Listen.
love it.
Listen.
I love
All
it.
right.
Chad, how
All
do you
right.
feel about this
Check
game?
this out. Check this out, guys.
It's like I'm tired of it.
I did every single side mission in this game. Every single one. I got everything that you could possibly get in the game.
Except the ending.
Well, I can't get 100% of the map. I'm 99% through the map because I didn't beat the game. The hardest side mission took me a while. First, to figure out what the hell I was doing. I had to go online, and it's so cryptic, but I followed the whole thing. You have to, like, equip a statue, fight some enemies. After a while, the statue breaks. You have to go. And you only see it in your inventory. So I had to keep checking my inventory to see what the status of the statue was. Then when it cracked, I had to go find this guy in the fucking map, go to him, and then he repairs it with honey. And then you have to take it out of your inventory, put it back in your inventory, then go back out and fight again, and then it has to break again. You have to do this like 4 times. After the 4th time, he gives you a stopping move that uses magic or whatever to initiate it, and it stops time. It freezes everything. All the enemies are frozen, which gives you time to attack for 5 seconds. I also got another power up that every time you use a healing potion, it also gives another 5 seconds of stopping time for you to attack. With all of that, I still can't beat this fucking boss, man. This guy's too crazy.
And this is the second to last.
This is the second to last boss. Not even the last boss.
I want to go. I wish we had like footage of me warning him beforehand
gotta-
on how foul this guy is. He's a fucking asshole.
Dude,
He's
I got
an
him
asshole.
2 times I got him where I had like 1 or 2 hits. 2 times. That's it. I never got close to that again. Because the pattern is just getting that timing. And then, you know, another thing too? Having to listen to the freaking dialogue that you can't skip every fucking time. It's crazy. I'm tired of talking about this game. I want to beat this boss so bad.
It's funny.
I want to move on.
Longer than Unicorn Overload.
I want to move on. I want to move on. I want to move on with my life and play other games, man.
I got a similar
But
story. I got a similar story.
Dude, I got through the whole map. Like every inch of the freaking map, I did. I'm gonna all I have to do is beat these 2 bosses, and that's it. And I can beat this game and put it to rest.
That's fucking
And
funny.
Jesus Christ, man.
So next time we talk about it,
I
that's
can't.
it.
You know
It's
what?
at the
It's
end.
gotta be
Even if
done.
it's
Gotta be done. Gotta beat him.
So
I'm not
next
gonna
time.
talk about it until I beat the
That's it.
game.
Exactly.
That's the only
That's
time
it.
you're gonna
That's
hear
it. This is the
So I'm not
last-
even gonna bring it up. If
There
I
you
don't
go.
beat this shit next week,
You'll
I'm
just
not even gonna bring it
you'll
up.
just say I didn't play anything. I'm like, you didn't play
yeah.
You didn't play Blasphemous 2, then you'll sit there and just stare at us like
Don't worry about it.
You already
I
know.
didn't play anything. Okay,
Bro,
Didn't play anything.
it's oh my god, man.
He's a dick.
I've never
He's
fought
a
a
dick.
boss this.
Difficult.
No, he's a dick.
Jeez, he's that
Dude,
big.
He's a
it's-
dick.
He's worse than the judge in Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, because you
Well,
know what you're
can beat
getting.
the judge.
You know what
It's
you're
just
getting with
slow.
the judge. It
Dude,
takes
Slow
forever.
as hell.
The third form,
guy's a
or the
dick.
second form, I should say. I consider it a third form because it comes out of nowhere, and it comes out right before he's about to die. He has like a quarter of his life. The screen turns black, and then all this shit. Like he throws like an avalanche of shit on the screen. You're like, you have to dodge
It's
everything.
black and white. It's
Yo,
just,
Similar story.
oh my god,
Just
dude.
wait. Just wait. What else you play?
That's it.
no, that,
Oh,
no,
that's
that is all. That is all he's playing.
That broke his spirit.
Hey, why play anything else when you're fucking broken inside?
Damn it.
It's nothing to play. He hates video games.
I can't. I want to fucking end this thing. I want to end it.
All right, Choc, what'd you
Jesus, man.
Well, for
Fighter
Friday
Fridays.
Fridays, I played Street Fighter 6.
Yeah.
do? Nice. Akuma. right?
Akuma is live. Akuma is
Cheap.
he's not cheap.
He's weak.
He
Is he?
can't
If
take.
you hit, if
he
you
has
hit
a
Akuma,
glass
you lose the
jaw,
match.
bro.
Yo, his stomach is weird looking.
It's because his abs are
Constipated.
so ripped. You
Dude,
can
they
see
look
the-
weird. That's like you could. That's I don't know.
It's the roid gut, man.
Yeah,
That is a
I don't know,
roid gut.
weird.
That is a roid gut.
But yeah, he's
Akuma's good.
he's a good character.
Well
It's just
made.
that he can't take a punch
No,
at all.
But he's powerful.
he's like Sephiroth,
But
like
he's
a bitch.
strong as shit.
Yeah, when you get hit with punish counters in that game, the damage is increased. So, with that being said, Akuma, who already can't take a hit, you get hit with a punish counter. It's
You
like
kill 2 combos. You're dead.
Damn.
you can get killed in 2
He hits
combos.
hard and he gets hit hard.
He's got
Glass.
it. Or else it'll be too strong.
No, did he?
Glass jaw. And I lost the vast majority of the sets that night.
You were Akuma.
Yeah,
Damn.
Damn.
I
Look at
lost, bruh.
And that's how you know he can't take a punch.
Almost. I played for a little over 3 hours.
Mhm.
I lost most of the sets
that. But you just learn the characters.
until, Joel popped on from Media Glitch.
Yes.
Oh,
And then,
Joel gave it
that's
a
why you.
And Reggie tried it. He's like, I can't.
then I went on a
You got
15-game win streak.
Oh,
But Joel beat me in the last
Oh, he was
set.
dousing. He was dousing.
Yeah, he
He
was
was dousing.
And he ran away.
Yeah, he beat
got
me.
used to it.
After he won, he go.
Yeah, he
Ran, right?
got the one win and ran. I was like,
Damn,
come on, son.
Wow.
Well, he played like 10 times. He's like
He
Turbo.
did play a lot.
That's what Turbo does.
Turbo does. He wins on the 10 times. Oh,
Hey, yeah, gotta go.
whip that ass all night.
Gotta go.
Nope.
I was talk that shit. I beat you last time though.
No, I was in there too. No, Riken was in there. Not Cirque
Actually,
was
nah,
in
you were
there.
fighting like some wars.
No, I had wars every freaking, even against Choc. Like, everything was freaking.
I was
close.
fighting for my
against
life
Choc?
every set,
Even
son.
against Choc. No, like Choc said
No,
he was
that guy
getting killed. So I was
destroyed
like,
you.
yes.
That guy destroyed.
Who the
you.
hell is that?
Is that right?
That's
the Indian.
Riken.
That's the
No,
Indian.
like what is that
That's
character?
Rashid.
That's
That's
Oh,
Yeah,
why is he wearing
Rashid's-
like some weird outfit?
That's his third outfit.
Yeah.
oh,
that is cheap though.
Jesus.
His moves were cheap. He was everywhere.
Yeah, it was crazy
Yeah,
wars.
it's-
I
but-
beat the arcade
Fast as
mode
hell.
with his arcade mode.
Akuma.
Akuma and Ed. I
Yeah.
like, you know what? I like Ed's character.
Ed's cool as fuck.
I like his character. If he ended up being the next Bison, I'd be like, I could accept that.
Yeah.
He was pretty cool, but he has to turn dark. Like I like his voice actor was
His
pretty dope,
moves,
His voice
moveset
acting was
is
dope.
sick.
and he's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I never played him in 5 ever.
Nah,
Didn't
me
care
neither.
about his character at all.
Ed was in 5.
Yeah,
Oh, I
he
didn't
was
know that.
whack.
But yeah, Street
Whack.
Fighter 6 was a tough stream. I got my ass whooped.
It was, yeah. And hold on, wasn't
And everyone was trying to catch the raging demon on me. I was like, nah.
Yeah.
Damn, man, everyone wants to use that.
Nobody caught me though. Nobody caught me.
I think I got caught with that once. I think not Cirque caught me with that.
Yeah, Cirque tried to catch me. Riken tried to catch me.
Mm.
I was like, nah, son, it's not going down.
Savages. All right, good.
Yeah.
I can't play when they play.
Who was also in there? It was not Cirque. Riken was in there. There was a Garay unit.
Oh, the guy. Oh, that's Hoko Productions. He
Uh.
likes to troll me whenever I play Street Fighter. But I didn't even get a chance to play him because apparently y'all whooped his ass or something.
Damn.
Like
I
that.
didn't get. I tried to fight him, but he was fighting Riken, and I could not. I tried to get in there when one of them got out just to fight,
Nothing.
and I could not fight that dude. I wanted to fight him. I was like, okay, cool. And then I stepped away sometimes, and I just, I was either fighting Cirque or Riken, and then there was one more. The dude who plays King K. Rool. Was that Big Mike?
Oh yeah, he was playing. He was.
He
Playing
was Akuma also, and it's
Yeah.
like, what was it? He beat me. I was Chung-Li versus him, and he killed me, right? And I came back. Then we were going back and forth. He beat me in those sets, but I was just like, all right. After I take Ken and Guile, it's a different story. It was a
Yeah.
different story.
Yeah, there were wars.
It was
fought
wars
that
though.
night.
Yeah, it was.
Lots of wars fought that night.
Everybody was tough. Stiff
Yeah.
competition.
Play anything else?
Absolutely.
Pause.
What?
You play anything else?
What the hell?
Yes, I played. What the hell else did I play? I played. What was I gonna say? Oh, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Ooh.
You play anything else?
Yo!
Wow.
Yo!
We hear about
He's
first
like,
all
yeah,
time. Was it a modded one or was it original? You played it on Xbox, right?
Yeah, I played on 360.
Alright.
Yeah, it's the original Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I'm not good at the game anymore, but it's
Chalk took it back.
fun. It's fun.
There's a community behind this.
It's fun, dude. It's a fun game.
They're great games.
I was using Dante, Hawkeye, and Taskmaster. I'm like, yo, I'm so bad at the game.
I was about to say, I never knew those three characters were
Taskmaster
even
was
in
in
a
it?
game.
You didn't know Hawkeye was in a fighting game?
Hell no.
I never saw that.
Really?
I had no idea.
He was
Wow.
he's in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite also.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, man.
That was released?
Yeah, it was.
You seen it? You
Probably shouldn't have
think
been,
it
but
I think I've seen this game like the least.
yeah, I didn't see much.
I have not. I didn't even know Deadpool was in it. Like, I don't know much about this
Yeah.
game.
Virgil's in it.
Is that Morgan?
Yep.
Yeah.
she's
What?
always- she's
I haven't
always-
seen them in years.
She's
A lot
always
of,
in the game.
lot of peeps are in it.
Jeez.
yeah, I mean, you
It's
know,
good.
the turnoff.
I know Deadpool's in it.
The turnoff for this game for me was the X factor, because it's a comeback mechanic, and I was just like, I'd be winning. and people-
That's what that gets.
You need to
Yeah,
play the
exactly.
You need to play the hacked
annoying.
version.
Huh?
You need to play the hacked version with the new characters and the graphics. But that's only on PC though. I think it's like
Oh.
$12, $10.
And then the last thing I played was Brotato.
That just sounds so ridiculous.
Yo, this
It
game,
is.
man.
I don't even know what the enemies are, dude. It's just. I'm
Oh,
like,
so wait, you're
Start and
you're
kill.
controlling the shooting in this because it looks
Yeah.
like the other game.
Is
No,
it
you're
auto?
not. You're not
It's-
controlling
it's
the
auto
shooting.
shooting.
You're not. Oh,
Yeah,
Oh, it's
you-
auto shooting?
Yeah, you're just
The
you're
same,
literally
yeah.
just
I thought,
dodging.
I thought it was a
Are
twin
you
stick.
aiming?
No, you're dodging everything.
Oh,
So
you,
it's just
oh, you're not.
animated better.
Oh, okay. It looked like it's calculated shots, but okay.
So
Nah.
it's self.
So
Nah,
you're
it's
a
still like
potato.
Vampire Survivor.
You're a potato.
Yeah.
You're a
Are
potato.
you
Herbs
a hot-
and
a hot
spices come
And
potato?
you
after
have no, you but you can the more you unlock in the game, the
You're a baked potato.
Yeah, you unlock like different types of potatoes.
A sweet potato?
Yeah, you gotta be a sweet potato.
Nah, like there's a regular potato, there's a wizard potato.
Oh, man.
there's old man potato.
No potato.
So
It's not a
there's
real
lumberjack
potato.
That's just
potato.
Like, that's like Bombfest.
Yo.
So yeah.
Is it co-op?
I don't think so.
Well, fuck that game.
Wow, bro.
Damn.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
We still need to play Vampire Survivor.
Four
Four
player.
players. That
Yeah.
game was
I would
great.
like to be a potato.
That game
People
was great.
sweat this game. Though.
Vampire Survivor is good too, but this
It looks
it's-
good though. It looks clean.
This game is fun.
It's clean.
It is clean.
Not
It's
bad.
very clean.
All right.
Gotta keep that potato clean.
Yeah, man.
Oh, let's see. MultiVersus. We talked about that. Street Fighter 6 talked about. The only thing I'm going to say is I played a little bit of Ultimate Smash Brothers Ultimate, and I won 5 times, won points from one match because everyone just rage quits and doesn't want me to get the points.
That's
my
a match.
God.
I don't
And
know.
they still didn't fix that.
I don't know. They have not fixed it.
So
they
stupid.
have not fixed it.
I don't know what they can do.
I'm
I would
like,
ban motherfuckers.
I don't have that problem with freaking Street Fighter 6. You know, it's like I fight someone, I get the points, I win or lose, it doesn't matter. They do it. It's just like I have real fights on there. It's like I play Smash Brothers. I'm like, wow. I'm like, I need to fight someone who knows how to take a loss. Too many bitches.
Yeah.
Too many bitches on there.
Facts.
And it's not even ranked.
Today's gamers bitch made.
Yeah, it's true. I'm done with that. Yeah, it's like I pass it.
All right. So I'll go through quickly what I played. I played Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Listen, I know I talk about it all the time, but listen, this time I beat the game. It's over. I beat the game. I finally got through the game.
Oh.
And similar to what Al was saying, I'm not going to spoil the bosses or anything, but the last boss has a thing that he does at the end when he gets to a slither of energy.
It's a he.
Spoiler. No, sorry.
It gets to a slither of energy, and it auto does a move.
Oh god.
Oh no.
And it automatically kills you unless you do a certain thing at a certain time. You have to have everything built up. If you don't, it's automatic death.
No.
And I didn't know
Choc knows
this.
it.
I'm like, yo, I'm
That's
killing
old
this dude.
school.
I'm doing great.
Right.
And then it just says, nah, this bullshit move happens. And while all this is happening, similar to your story,
It's one of the
while
worst feelings.
all of this is happening, I'm like, yeah, I can make it through that. I finally gets stuff happens. I get through the move, and then he's like, nah. I'm
Yeah.
like, what? Are you
Thanos
serious
snap.
with this?
That's it.
Basically a Thanos snap.
Thanos
that
snap.
You cannot.
You're dead.
I was like, I have full energy after this. I'm like, I'm good. I'm good.
Wow.
He said, nah, Dad, you're dead. You're dead no matter what. He just did a move, and if you survive that move, he does it again, and he locks you so you can't move. And I was like, oh, this is bullshit. And I had a character over here and over here. He said, nah, snap, they're right next to each other. I was like, no, they were far apart. You're cheating. This happened 6 times, and I was like, and it's like a
what?
It's like a 20-minute fight each time. It happened 6 times. Like, dude, this is
Jesus,
pissing
man.
me off. I looked online. I said, what is up with this?
Right.
Because this is bullshit.
Bruh.
Yeah.
This is bullshit. So I looked it up. I was like, this is ruined the game for me. I can't even suggest this game to anybody.
Jay's all up in Reddit like.
Everyone on Reddit. No, everyone on Reddit was saying this.
Really?
It was like, this is ruined the fucking game. I can't believe they put that. I was like, yo, Square, what's up with y'all? Why would
Yo.
you do this?
Text
Really?
me what part that was, because I'm trying to.
There was a scene. Listen,
trying
if
to
you
figure it
die, listen, it was a 20-minute fight, but if you die, there's a 5-minute cinema that you cannot skip. You can skip every cinema in the game.
I don't.
And
no.
they put a cinema that you can't skip in the beginning of this fight.
That's
So you have
annoying.
to sit
For
there.
the hell of it. And
Oh.
every other thing in the game, you could pause, say skip, and you go to the fight. Everything. I said, why would you do this
Dude, I can recite
on purpose with a instant kill death and a 5-minute intro? Like,
You
y'all
know the dialogue
fucked
by
up.
heart.
I know I can recite the shit, man. That's how much I've
like
seen
it's
it.
like a.
So I played it again. I was like,
Listen.
all right, I did it. And I had him down even less. I said, yeah, I got one more hit. And something happened. Dead. Again. I said, yo, you got to be kidding me.
Yep.
I really have to
Bruh.
line up my moves like this and make sure that my moves are ready for this part of the thing. I was like, this is a stupid fight. Because otherwise it was okay.
Wow.
8th time. I said, yo, all right, I'm going to do this move right now. All of a sudden he was gone. I was like, yo, what happened? Yes, I beat the game. What happened? I don't know what happened.
Wow.
But he's dead.
Like,
What?
So like,
That
how'd you
little
beat the
chunk-
game? I don't know.
that little chunk- No,
I
because that
just
little
won.
chunk would never go down. And it just went down. It was gone. I was like, it's done. That's what I had to do. It was
Wow.
garbage. So, yeah, beat the game. Convoluted story.
Uh-huh.
It's crazy. I'm not talking about it.
Okay.
But I do like Remake better overall than Rebirth.
Whoa.
Overall, it's the same game.
Whoa.
It's just a part of the game. It's
Wow.
the same game. But I like
That's
I
first
like
time I
the
heard that.
fight. Listen, the fighting I like better in Rebirth.
Mhm.
but I like the game overall. Remake.
Oh wow, okay.
So far, we'll see how 3. I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do in 3. Listen, I'm not talking about.
But
it.
yo,
I'm not talking about. It.
What about were you satisfied?
talking about
Were
it.
you satisfied?
Too many mini games. Too many mini games.
No, the ending. The ending of were you satisfied?
I'm on part 3. Keep
No,
going.
are you satisfied?
Keep
with
it going. All right. And
Can't
I
answer that
played-
until you finish
Yes,
with
I'm
the
not
whole
saying
series.
anything about anything. But yeah, too many mini games. I got a gold in every Chocobo race though. I got that award.
I didn't even do a chocolate.
I did a
man.
gold-
I was like, chill.
But
man.
that's like
race.
named after you, Chocobo.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
That was your
Nah.
boo.
I'm gonna,
Nah.
yo, Adobe
Chocobo's boo.
Photoshop Choc's face on a chocobo.
No.
What was it?
Hell yeah.
Hell no. Hell
Riding
no.
a chocobo.
Chocobo or whatever.
Chocobo.
It's Chocobo.
Chocobo.
We're gonna.
Chocobo.
Well, now we're
That's
calling
what
it a
that's,
chocobo.
that's the new name.
Yes, a chocobo. However you want to say
Chocobo
it.
named
It's
Choc.
the same thing. But yes, all right, moving on. Animal Well. I beat Animal Well. Y'all. But it actually has 3 different endings, so I'm not done playing.
Oh, it has 3 endings?
Yes.
Oh, damn. I didn't even start this yet.
Game is interesting.
It's a donkey game, right?
Yes.
Oh, this
Video
game.
game donkey.
donkey.
Yes. I love this game. 12 hours. Beat the game. Credits rolled. I got credits. So I can't. But there's stuff. It's like it's weird.
So interactive
I can do
credits?
other.
Look
Yeah.
at this game.
Or you can go past the credits. And
Oh,
there's more
really?
game. There's more game. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was like, what the hell, man?
I like stuff like that.
Interesting. What
Tough puzzles?
the fuck? They give you tools that you don't usually get in games, so you have to think of how to use them.
Oh, so it's like an outside the box type.
yes,
thinking.
Yes, but
Okay.
once you pull that together, I was watching somebody online. I was the most frustrated person in the world. I was like, dude, stop trying to do this trick with the stupid tool. That's
Uh-oh.
not what you use there. And he
Backseat
just kept-
gamer.
No, it was annoying. He's like,
Backseat
he would sit there and keep hitting the button. I was like, he's not holding the button. Stop. Keep hitting it. Keep hitting it. Literally 5 minutes later, there's got to be a way to use this tool. I was like, dude, there's another. Get something else. Go. Move on.
So we'll have Choc stream this.
No.
Oh,
fuck
nah.
that.
But it was frustrating.
Hell yeah, man.
It was frustrating. Then there's different ways to do puzzles, too.
Yeah, there's usually puzzle games have multiple ways to solve the same shit.
But there was some big stuff I figured different ways to do.
Yeah.
And then when I actually did the real puzzle, I was like, that didn't do shit. What
The
happened?
bullshit puzzles are the ones that are so specific. You have to do it in a specific way. I hate puzzles like that, man.
Oh, there's some.
I don't like the shit
And
like
you got to
that.
do it on the fly. Like, while stuff is going on, you got to do other
Portal.
stuff. I was like, ooh.
Choc knows Portal had a ton of,
favorite game.
especially towards the end. It was like, what the fuck?
But if you like
It was
Metroid,
layers on layers of
Yep.
puzzles.
if you like Metroid games, though, it's a standout one. Definitely worth playing. It's a high possibility that it's going to be nominated for Game of the Year. I don't know if it'll win it, but
But you're
It's crazy.
controlling something that just looks like a stupid.
Don't worry about
it. Okay.
don't worry about it. It's very precise. There's a lot of stuff you do.
Oh, no, it looks cool. No, it's when you look at it, it looks like it looks interesting though.
Gameplay. Creative gameplay.
Yes, and it's only like 98K in memory.
Yeah.
It's like super small.
Yeah, it's just
That's
We love
funny.
those.
Yeah.
yeah.
You can
We love
download it
those.
in 1 second.
Shit,
It's
man.
great. I think it's the smallest game I played in years.
Your calculator can play.
Damn.
Yeah.
Cool. It's like a Mikey P. size.
And now,
Wow.
Whoa.
And now that those games are out of the way, I'm back to Stellar Blade. And,
Okay.
And that's awesome.
Okay.
It's like a Ninja Gaiden and Nier Automata
Really?
combined.
So it's a combination of both of those. man.
Yes, and it wouldn't surprise me if 2B was a special character that they add to that game because those developers are very close. And he's like,
Oh, she'll be in it.
I
She'll
want to
be
make
DLC.
room for an extra character. I was like,
She'll be
that's
DLC.
going to be the character, if anything.
It's funny you
And
mentioned
then-
Stellar Blade because I have the game also, but
There's
I
gonna
can't
be-
play it because it's freaking Blasphemous.
Well, there's going to be some thirsty
Blasphemous too.
players waiting for that Nier Automata character in there. They're going to be thirsty as hell. If that
Oh,
actually
no.
happens, it's going to be wow.
They
They're
join
gonna be like,
forces.
oh,
I'll get the fucking lotion ready.
They're like, make it
Damn.
two players.
Wow.
Make it two players. I need to
Jesus.
see this at the same time.
Oh man,
Same time.
Relax.
But
in
hold
different
on.
outfits.
give them new moves.
Can the
But-
lore between both games work?
Yes.
Okay.
Shovel Knight, dude.
Look, listen, Nate, you have a gun. You actually gave you a gun now. I have a gun and a sword. And I
Okay.
was like, I didn't know that you actually have projectiles in there. So it's they add a new type of gameplay in there.
Sounds stellar.
And then one part of the game, I couldn't use my sword, and I had to use the shoot. I was like, oh wow, they changed it completely. The game is pretty, and it plays well. And I got pretty far. I didn't get stuck. I was like, all right, I got to do this. I got pretty far. I'm doing good. I'm all right. I'm just glad I'm not playing Final Fantasy anymore right now.
Al's like, I wish I could stop playing Blasphemous.
You'll have the same feeling when you do that. You can play other things.
You don't understand, yo.
You play other things.
Once it's over, oh my God, there's so many games.
Gorgeous game though. Gorgeous. And the music is crazy. I mean, sometimes there's one song that plays a lot, and I'm like, oh man, all right, stop singing, please. But it sounds good. But you hear this one lyric they started, and it's like, all right, I wish. That's why they don't speak English on some of these songs, so you don't hear the same words. But yeah, it's gorgeous. It's a great game.
That's kind of cool.
And for you, what you pick?
I finally got a chance to get some work in on The Last Faith.
Okay.
I've owned this game for a hot minute, but
That's with the update.
it was very glitched for a while, and they added an update. You know, still there's a glitch here and there, but nothing that's game breaking or anything. But I'm thoroughly impressed with this game.
Very Castlevania.
It's very Castlevania, very Blasphemous.
I don't want to play it.
More Castlevania.
Okay.
It's like what I would picture Castlevania nowadays. You know, it's gritty. The music I was very impressed with.
Really?
Very impressed with. I did not see it coming. Because, like, you see the influence of Resident Evil 1 and 2 in the game. You know, like the save state in Resident Evil 2?
Right.
Every save point has that same song.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, I know I'm in the room because that music plays. And I love that.
And you feel safe when you're there. You're
I
like,
love it.
Thank God.
I love it every time. I'm like, that's the shit. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I say Resident Evil 1 because, you know, in Resident Evil 1, they would have like a melodic tune just play.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a mood that sets the mood for whatever room you're in. Yes. Actually,
that's
very
my favorite
similar.
track, man.
Very similar shit that would happen. And I'm like,
I feel relaxed.
and I was like, I'm fucking feeling this. This is really cool. But the boss battle music.
Orchestra?
Oh, there's all kinds of crazy shit. It's like gothic Castlevania, little singing here and
So
there.
it's chip
But
tune
is there
or
a guitar?
No, it's like Castlevania type shit.
Oh, so it's chip tune
Like-
style.
It's like orchestra, like singing and shit like that. Like it's fucking. It reminded me of Curse of Darkness a little bit.
Okay.
Wow,
And you know, I'll be getting my ass whooped, and I'm like, I'm gonna shut this game off, and I'm like, oh wait, I didn't hear that part of the song. I was like, yo, that part of the song. You know, like when you hear part of the song, you're like, oh, I feel like I could beat this motherfucker. Like you start getting uplifted from the music. Like they did a great job with the music, and the combat is very cool because you could set two different melee weapons to a button. You could switch them. So, for example, I had a candle it looked like a candle, but it's an actual whip. So I had a whip and I had a sword, and you also get a big sword. You get an axe.
Are there enemies?
Yeah, these.
Because whenever I see anything,
Well,
You
yeah,
actually just walk around a lot.
Yeah, this-
no, but
this playthrough is...
there's finishers like Blasphemous. You know, it'll say the X button after you take away a certain amount of energy, and then you do something brutal to them, which is pretty dope.
That's cool.
But also, you could interchange the range weapon with your magic. So you just, with a click of an analog, you could change to your pistol, or you could change to your magic, which is a bunch of different spells you get. One in particular is the fucking shoots lightning right out your hand, like like fucking Star Wars and shit. So as soon as I was able to do that, I'm like, this is very cool. I could, because like when I had the glitches, I couldn't really fuck with the game, and I really was taking.
What, it freeze?
It would skip a lot, and there was a scene where I was talking to a dude, and like it skipped out of the conversation, and at that point I didn't really care anymore. And I was like, man, I'm like, this fucking sucks. I want to get into it. I heard it was pretty good, and then I'm like, you know what? Let me wait for the patch. Got the patch, and I don't have that weapon, that grappling hook thing yet.
Oh, I
And
was going to say
no,
that.
no,
I was going to ask
No,
you.
I'm saying
like,
I'm mad at the playthrough because I need that, and that those fucking things you could link
You can't
onto
get
is
them.
everywhere.
that looked cool, man.
I don't know
But-
if I have that. I might have that
What,
on Steam.
Last Faith?
I have last.
Yeah.
It's
I think it came with a bundle.
I
It's
probably
in my
have,
backlog. I have it.
I'm gonna say 5 hours in, maybe 20-something%, low 20s.
That's a good chunk.
I really like the game.
It's probably like 20-hour game.
Yeah, it's the same as Blasphemous 1, like 17 to 23. But it's
Not as tough.
no, it's so hard. I'm actually at a boss right now that killed me too many times.
God.
But not on Blasphemous. I know how to kill him. He's not really tough.
Okay.
It's just I was just
It's not on the Blasphemous
I'm
level
stubborn.
yet.
I'm stubborn when it comes to bosses.
It's a timing thing.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to wait. I just want to
Yeah.
get rid of you. But nothing on the Blasphemous level yet, but it might get there.
we have.
Yeah.
I'm seeing certain hints that it might
Remains
get
We
to
got to
be
get
seen.
to the end first to find out.
Yeah, but loving it so far. Other than that, obviously, MultiVersus we were talking about earlier.
Yep.
Only thing left I have to say to that is just still enjoying it. Keep my fingers crossed that they fix Superman. And yeah,
At least make him fun. At least.
bring that back.
Look,
That was-
I have used Superman and I killed somebody, and you know it's like just that throw.
the throw is
throw
the
is-
bread and butter.
Yeah.
We shall
And-
see.
But
Maybe.
I'll keep my
Yeah.
fingers
Wait for
crossed.
the updates.
Mm.
Yeah.
Keep my fingers crossed. But
Alright.
yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah.
All right, man.
Oh, one last thing.
Oh, what's up?
Everyone here should be proud of me because before I played The Last Faith, I'm like, what am I going to play? And then I picked up Unicorn Overlord, and I took the cartridge out, and
All
I
right,
put
that's
it in
the
the system, and then I stopped, and I said, stop it.
Well, that's good.
Play something new.
Good.
And then I played Last Faith.
Well, that's good.
Hey, man.
This shit is a drug,
I,
dude.
I commend you on
I'm
that.
gonna
man.
hide
That's
that.
a good move.
I'm
That was a
gonna
good
hide
move.
the game.
I think about it too. I think about.
Oh,
it's
my
like-
God.
Fucking drug.
Yep. The
Yeah.
Coliseum. I like them as the
I'm
Coliseum.
gonna hide the game.
Yeah.
Shock, you want to play that?
Nope.
You will, and when you do, you'll be like, he was right all along.
Dude.
Nah, I'm good, man.
When you make a dream
All right.
squad and it
I'd
rips
rather
through
do-
everyone.
I'd rather do crack. Let me stop.
Just saying. Just
No, I know
saying.
Turbo will go on this talk for the next 10 minutes. So we gotta go.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
For real.
yes. That's the show.
Hell yes. And if you guys have enjoyed listening
guys.
and or watching, however, you know, whether you're watching the video or just listening to the audio,
Or you're
and
just
you
drunk.
can't get enough. Yeah, you're drunk and you happen to stumble on the podcast, and you can't get enough. We got some more content during the week in the form of this streaming schedule, right? Starting Sundays.
Astro
3:30
Train!
PM.
Sorry.
3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm stuttering. You just caused me to stutter.
It was Bizarre's fault.
Okay, it's
You don't have to scream the
It's
name
gonna be
out.
some multiplayer streams going on Sundays, co-op and versus, and I think we're gonna throw MultiVersus Maniacs in there too. So there's no need to even change the thumbnail because it's
Oh,
all
you're
Let's
talking to
Play.
Mike then.
What?
He just finally
That's now
decided
you're
talking to
back
Mike.
in Mike.
Oh, whatever, man. It's like anyway, you know. So yeah, so just you check it out on Sundays. Multiplayer stuff's going crazy. What you got going on for Friday, Choc?
Fighter Fridays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Friday. I play fighting games. I haven't played a beat 'em up in a minute.
King of
But
Okinawa Rush, bro.
new Guilty Gear characters dropping this week. So,
Oh.
Oh, it's that dude, right?
yeah,
trailer.
Slayer. So he's back in the game, and you know, I'm pretend like I know what I'm doing. That's
That
what I'm
one
gonna do.
match. Highlight it.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah, I'm gonna win one match.
Make it a short.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go back to making shorts. Come to think of it, goddamn.
We're gonna get down to shorts, pants, all day.
Wow. Anyway,
9 p.m.
Yeah, that's
Friday.
Fridays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Fridays.
Absolutely. And 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Wednesdays, you know, it's the flagship show. This podcast that you're listening, watching right now, hell yes. All 5 of us doing what we do. Live chat in the chat, doing what they do, making this thing a party. If we have a guest like we did today, shout out to Javier again.
Yeah, man.
Awesome.
Yeah, man.
Power
Awesome
Pixel
guest.
Games was really, really great having them on. If we have an awesome guest like that, well, if you have guests like that, they're going to be awesome. You know how it's going to be. You know, so and if you happen to miss it live, catch us wherever you get your podcasts. And if you like the podcast and you'd like to support us, several ways you can do it. Rate, review us on your preferred podcasting platform. Tell some family and friends about us, and check out stuff in the description
And subscribe.
for more ways. And yeah, subscribe, hit the bell, show love,
Ding, ding.
do that type of stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
And if you tune in next week, June 5th, we won't be here. But we'll be back
Summer
the
vacation.
following week.
Summer vacation.
Back yeah, man.
It's gonna be a lot of news. It'll keep you busy for the whole week.
Might be some multiverses on that Wednesday.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's true. Yeah, multiverse
Might be
is gonna
something.
happen.
Still stick
And
to
then
the channel.
We'll take everything that happens that week and talk about it in the next podcast.
Yep.
right.
So we'll be returning with the podcast June 12th.
Yes,
See you then.
Yep.
yes.
Yep.
And until then, we out.
Later,
yeah,
y'all.
man. Peace out, everybody.
Use
See
deodorant.
y'all in 2 weeks.
Jesus Christ.
Peace.
Level 8.